What's up, everybody? Got a special one for you. I want to introduce you to my guest, first-time guest from Lubbock, Texas. He goes by the name of Rafa.
Buenas noches. That was a test to see who understands me. I don't know if you can tell from where you're at, but I'm a real Mexican. That's right. I was born and raised in Mexico. I even crossed the border legally like a real fucking Mexican. When the guy from the media said, "Hey, papers," I said, "Caesars, man, la pelas, way," and that's why I'm here. Now, because tradition, my culture, y por mis huevos, I go to a lot of quinceañeras, bro. Last time I went to a quinceañera, I got so fucked up. I ended up dancing with a gordita. And I don't know, you know what a gordita is? You probably went to a restaurant and ordered a gordita. A gordita basically means chunky girl. But if you eat too many gorditas, you become a gordita, so you gotta be careful with that shit. Now, I was at a quinceañera and with my cousin Miguel, pinche cousin Miguel, and you know how it is with an open bar, you drinking and talking shit and reminiscing about the good old days and shit like that. And I told my cousin Miguel, "Hey, cabrón, do you remember when we were 13, somebody started the rumor that all the Chinese girls had the pussy sideways, cabrón? Remember that?" No, because you guys have porn like a motherfuckers over here nowadays, but back in the days, the only porn we had was Playboy magazine, and they had nothing but white girls with big chichis and a lot of pubic hair, bro. But there was always the mystery, like, what's behind the pubic hair, you know, because we didn't know where the hole was and nothing like that, man. We were fucking innocent and shit until Hustler magazine came out, and now that's when we knew where the crack was. So, okay, that's somewhere around there, right? But sideways pussy, bro, I was fascinated with that shit. And but I was in Mexico, so back in those days, there was not that Chinese girls over there in Mexico. So except for that old lady at the Chinese buffet by the mall. And so I got enough courage to go and ask her, you know, if she can show me her hoo-ha. And she hit me with an industrial-sized spoon, bro, the one that they turn the rice over and over. I still got the scar, bro. And needless to say, I was very sad, disappointed and shit. But when I was 18, my homeboys took me. I was in LA, and they got me all fucked up and high and shit. And they took me to a massage parlor. I don't know if you've ever been to a massage parlor, but the first thing you need to do, or you need to know basically, is you never park in front of the massage parlor. Never. That's a rookie mistake. Don't do that shit. You gotta park around the corner by the dollar store, whatever the fuck they have around there. And then you pretend that you're looking for an address, and when nobody's looking, you sneak in there, right? Now, the first thing you're gonna smell when you go to a massage parlor is the smell of clean linen. If you don't get the smell, get the fuck out of there right away. You don't belong in there, okay? The second thing you're gonna smell is the incense sticks, because they always have an altar with the incense sticks, some small oranges, and a porcelain cat going like this. No, it's not like the nail salon. It's like happy endings. That's when you know you're in the right spot right there. It's nothing but happy endings. Now, the third thing that you're going to smell when you go to a massage parlor, and I don't know why, but it's always a hint of compound chicken. But it's not like when someone just ate compound chicken. It's more like when someone farted after eating compound chicken, and that's more like compa chinga tu madre, you know what I'm saying? Now, the madame of this establishment is going to take you to a room where she's going to introduce you to the massage therapist and shit. And she introduced me to Ling Ling, bro. A beautiful Chinese lady with a golden robe and shit like that. And I was so fucked up and high. And I don't know, you're really so fucked up that you breathe really hard and you concentrate and you're breathing and you're listening to yourself like... And you concentrate, you breathe because you forget to breathe. You know that's the end of the night for you, that you're going to black out. You know that you're this close to black out. And I was looking at Ling Ling, and I was, oh my God, you're so yellow. That's the first thing that came out of my mind. The only thing more yellow that you use is SpongeBob SquarePants. And she's like, shut the fuck up. So you know how it is, you know, they have a table with a hole. And that's not for your dick. I learned that the hard way. And you got to get up naked and shit and cover your butt with a towel and shit like that. And but you feel very nervous, bro. You feel very vulnerable because you can hear her squeezing the oil bottle and rubbing her hands with oil and shit like that. And you're hoping that this bitch is not going to crack your fortune cookie and shit. Or try to play Chinese finger talk with your asshole and something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they give you a nice massage and shit like that, and then it's time for the happy ending. You know, you gotta turn around for the happy ending. And that's when she took off her pink bikini. That's when I saw her hook, and I said, "Wait a second, bitch! Open your fucking eyes. Give me my $40. But you're not fucking Chinese. But this is false advertisement. What the fuck?" So I told her about the rumor, and she was laughing on my ass, and I felt fucking mad and humiliated and felt so fucking stupid. And I got really mad, so you took. I said, "China tu madre," which, by the way, that is true. Her mother's Chinese. I said, "China tu madre." And her name was Ling Ling, but I called her Lo Mein because she was a little too skinny. I said, "China tu madre, pinche Lo Mein. Don't make me laugh. I'm going to lose my election." I couldn't say erection, bro. I was so fucked. I couldn't roll my eyes either, man. I didn't know till that night that when I'm drunk and high, I look very Chinese. My eyes get really small. I walk with small steps, which is very Chinese, right? And I can roll my eyes, so I sound ridiculous, which is very Chinese. And sometimes I end up in a corner doing Tai Chi, but since I don't know Tai Chi, I'm doing my own Tai Chi and shit like that. And sometimes I think my dick gets smaller too, bro. I don't know, to tell you too. But I was wondering about that one day. And to tell you the truth, the fascination for me was the sideways pussy. That's what I really wanted. The first thing that I wanted to do with a sideways pussy was just to pull the pussy lips up and make the pussy smile, bro. I was a child, bro. I just wanted to make that pussy happy. You see what I'm saying? And the other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to take it to the slide and push it down the slide to see her pussy will go. Oh, that was a lot of fucking fun right there, right? Now, for those young men out there that don't know what Chinese pussy tastes like, and you're wondering and maybe thinking, maybe like sweet and sour, like duck sauce, you know what I'm saying? You're wrong. It's more like dick sauce. It's more sour than sweet, to tell you the truth. They got to put some MSG or something to make it taste better. So anyway, we're chit-chatting and laughing about that shit with me and my fucking cousin Miguel. And before you know, a pinche gordita grabbed me by the arm, and we were dancing in the middle of the freaking quinceañera. Well, tell you the truth, I wasn't really dancing. I was just trying not to fall down because this bitch was very big, and she landed on me. That was the end of me right there. And don't get me wrong, she was pretty. I'll eat on the heavy side, but if she lost 200 pounds, she would be perfect. But then she would have been dancing with me, right? So I guess that was all right. But I've been drinking for a while, bro, and I really need to go to the bathroom. I said, "Mija gordita, I really need to go," you know what I'm saying? And she's like, "Okay, I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you by the door," because once they get you, they don't want to let go, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, you're being so fucked up. Everything's spinning, and you got to put the hand, against the wall and shit like that, so that slows down the spinning a little bit. And I don't know, we've been so drunk that you cannot tell the franks from the beans. And by mistake, I took one of my balls out, and I was trying to pee with one of my balls, and nothing was coming out. And you know, when you're drunk, logic works differently. And I'm like, shit, my dick is clogged. And now one of my balls is leaking into my car. Son of a bitch. I'm not supposed to dance cumbia con la gordita with a beautiful bitch, you know what I'm saying? And again, to my defense, it was kind of dark in the bathroom. Yes, I'm very hairy, and because girls have it easy, right? They sit down and whatever happens, happens. That's it. I got too many choices. Any mini motherfucker, which one is it, right? So I took a gamble, and I guess I lost. But again, logic works differently when you're drunk and fucked up. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to MacGyver this. Because MacGyver fixes everything with duct tape and a paper clip and shit like that. And I want to use the duct tape to cover the leak and one of my balls. And I was going to straighten the paper clip, trying to unclog my dick. Thank God there was no paper clips in the bathroom, right? But I said, I know, la pinche gordita, she's so nice, she's going to help me out, right? So I came out and said, mija, gordita, hey, man, try me duct tape and paper clip. She saw me pissed, and she's like, nah, come here. She took me by the hand, and she took me to her house, and she gave me a shower. She washed my clothes, and she fucked me too. Oh, yeah, several times. But that's the least that I can do after all the trouble. You see what I'm saying? Now, the one thing I want everybody to know is that I'm a gentleman. If a lady goes down on me, I always return the favor. I always go down on her. I don't care if she's on her period. I'll be there like a fucking motherfucker. I don't give a shit, okay? But I never went down on a gordita before. And there's things you have to learn right there in the moment, bro. I didn't know that you can use the back of your head to lift her belly up. It's not that easy. You still got to use both hands to move the rolls out of the way. I wasn't like a fucking doctor, bro. Okay? But if it wasn't for the smell, I would never find her pussy. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Thank you, Rafa. Thank you, man. Now, let's start the show.
This episode is brought to you by Patriot Paint and Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial painting and drywall. If you're looking for any job to be done for exterior, interior painting, let them know that it's the JP Lopez Show sent you. They can be reached at 806-544-7199. Once again, that number is 806-544-7199. And be sure to tell them that it's the JP Lopez Show.
This episode is brought to you by RL Creations. Are you looking to turn your ideas into wearable art? Or maybe make a t-shirt into a one-of-a-kind, just like your personality? RL Creations is waiting to turn a blank canvas into your custom creations. Hit her up on Facebook at RL Creations or text her at 806-283-3056. Fuck, are we ready to go? Are we good?
I'm ready. I was born ready.
Hell yeah.
At least I'd like to say that.
I'll be honest, I forgot to read the questions.
Oh, you
I was telling
fucker.
him too at the last second. Oh, shit. Well, I'll wing it.
We'll
Fuck it.
fucking wing it, right?
I mean, I read them a little bit ago, but like you said, bro, we just learned it just now. Like,
We're dyslexic anyway. It's not like we're going to understand the question.
that is true.
Rafa, do you vacation in Mexico?
Sí, señor. I'm about to go to Mexico on the 23rd.
Where's your favorite?
Ooh, that's a super good question. Huatulco was the last spot that I really loved. It was one of those dream resorts, I believe. It's called, with everything is included, and it was awesome. Even the little French inside your room. That was always everything was free.
Yeah.
So you could eat, drink all day and night, and you got your own jacuzzi in your own room, and it was perfect.
Huatulco?
Huatulco. Uh-huh.
I never even heard of that.
It's close to Acapulco. It's kind of semi-new.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's super cool.
And it's like right off the beach too and everything?
Yeah.
Badass.
No, it's super cool. I mean, I saw some people getting married there, and that's just perfect for a wedding, bro, because you don't have to worry about nothing. And they guide you through the whole thing. I mean, you just got to get there with your clothes, and that's it. Everything's taken care of. You don't have to worry about if they got drunk, they got into a fight or whatever. Nothing.
We just came from Tulum in October, and that resort was so big that you needed shuttle golf carts to take you to eat dinner and it was still on the resort. Like it wasn't like they were taking you off the resort.
No, they really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Believe me. Yeah, some of these resorts are incredible.
It was that was the last one we went to, and that was probably my favorite one. It was badass.
Cool.
And then it didn't have a jacuzzi in the. No, they had pools.
Oh, they got all kinds of things
No,
everywhere.
but like when you walk out in the balcony of your room, it was a pool, a swimming pool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then
But your own personal pool?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That's excellent.
yeah, it's badass. We had to christen it.
Of course. It's a must.
Yeah, and then like the year before that, we went to Cancun for her 40th birthday, and that was when they had the jacuzzi on the balcony.
That's one of my other favorite spots,
Yeah.
Cancun, that's for sure. Isla Mujeres and all that. Cozumel area. Oh, it's incredible.
That's beautiful, man. Until I went to Cancun, like I took a bus to go to a Walmart in Cancun.
Oh, okay.
Hell no.
Welcome to the hood, they say.
Yeah. Whew. And they say third world. Fuck. Man.
Bro, I'm from the Golden Triangle of the cartels.
Okay.
The Golden Triangle includes 3 states, Chihuahua, Sonora, and Sinaloa. And they all look like me. And they dress kind of like Western style, too.
They carry the bullwhip too.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yes. So the problem is, like, I get confused all the fucking time. So I don't know from which cartel you are, or you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
that kind of thing. You have problems with the soldiers, you have problems with the police. I mean, they always, like,
Just because of how you look. Damn.
it's hard.
Rafa, you
place to
dress
be.
like that in Mexico?
Sí, señor.
Chingada.
This is my
Está
style.
caliente.
Yeah, no, I know.
Anda bien sudado.
That's how you go to the swimming pool.
That's why I love the jacuzzis in the room.
You never drank? Or you just stopped?
No, I'm Mexican. Of course I
Yeah.
drink. I drink all the time. I just don't like to drink before I perform.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you want some shit now?
Sure.
Oh, my bad. I put that on there because I
That's
thought you
not a
didn't
problem.
drink.
Don't worry about it.
You want
No,
Oh, okay.
don't worry about it. No big deal.
Baby, can you give me that bourbon? That Jack? Por favor. Dude, thank you for coming, man.
I'm just trying
It's
to
my
act
pleasure.
natural. I'm sorry.
My pleasure.
taking pictures of this
That's natural? Yeah.
The cup's on top, baby. So, for all the listeners that don't watch us on YouTube, we like to do behind the scenes photos, and fucking Mr. Iz over here has been posing like he's Mr. Universe and shit
I
for
had
all
no
these
idea
photos.
we were on camera, but okay.
I'm about to pass out.
You're gonna flex out. Oh man.
Well, I just noticed the last podcast I looked really, really fat, dude. I was
yeah?
like, God damn.
What's that say about me? God dang.
Blame the camera. The camera adds 10 pounds. Believe me, don't worry about it.
They don't add 10 pounds to your pecker though.
No, it takes it back, bro.
They fucking lied, man. Fucking.
Anything that is Mexican, I'll take it.
Okay, we got Modelo and Corona. in
Modelo
there.
is fine. Corona is fine.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, dude. What's up, Ish?
What's up? What's up?
What do you think about your boy Morgan?
Morgan?
He killed it, huh?
Fuck that dude.
Yeah.
Thank you. Man.
Nah, I like Morgan, bro. I like him. But like I told Morgan, bro, ever since I found out I'm a little bit German, he's kind of Jewish, so I just kind of naturally hate him.
You did a 23andMe? You were 2% German?
Well, my mom said it's a toss-up between two guys, so it's either Italian or German. And I was like, well, I hate fucking Morgan, so.
No, I still got this one right here.
No, I'm good. Thank you, baby. So, Rafa, you live here in Lubbock?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I got here in August 20, 2013.
Okay. Where were you before then?
Orlando, Florida.
Ooh, man, you like that hot climate, huh?
I used to work for Mickey Mouse over there in Orlando.
Oh, okay. You were Mickey Mouse?
No, I'm too tall for Mickey Mouse. You had to be a girl and you got to be like 5 feet or something like that. No, I don't know. I don't remember. But I used to work for Mickey Mouse. I used to work at the Disney Hollywood Studios. I used to be undercover security.
Oh, shit.
This was after 9/11, so we did a lot of surveillance, counter surveillance, terror tactics, dignitary detail, retail theft, sting operations with the Osceola and Orange County Sheriff Departments and the detectives. So it was kind of cool.
Fuck.
I did that for about 11 years.
And you learned all this in the cartel?
That's where they sing you so they cannot find you.
Sicario 3.
Sicario 3 coming soon. SanJuan, what's up, brother?
No, nothing much, man. I thought I was gonna have a Coca-Cola buddy here
Yeah.
a minute ago, but I guess not.
And then he shit on you?
Yeah, he shitted on me like, fuck no, I'm a man. I drink. Like, damn.
Sorry.
Fuck. Then I don't even get the big Cokes. Like little baby Cokes over here.
Well, I did that because, number one, people that want Coke with their bourbon, right? But also, like anything, man, you fucking pick up a can and it's
Yeah,
half
half,
empty and shit, and like, dude, I'm wasting money. Well, I say that. Those are the same fucking price as the regular ones.
That's the worst part, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Fuck
still
yeah.
charge you full
Full
price
price.
for a little thing. Yeah.
I thought it was like that because it's cold outside.
Yeah. Yeah, those are really,
They're full size.
it's just that cold
It's
outside.
cold out there. Makes my hand look big.
Those are really tall boys.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
He goes pose. You fucker. So, Ish texted me, right? And he was like, I was going to ask you, but I'll talk to you later about it. I wanted to see if I can introduce Rafa. And I thought I texted him, but I didn't. But I was going to put, yeah, man, as soon as we change the show to it's Ish Lopez, you go ahead and introduce him.
Wow.
I didn't know it was like
No, he's
that.
addicted to fame. I saw that since the beginning, since I met him. I said, yeah, these guys like to be in the public view.
This guy had an open mic not too long ago, and he said he hated the kids from Shriners.
My wife got mad at me for that, bro.
I would too.
She
Fuck.
told me, she was like, hate is a strong word. I was like, well, I dislike the kids from China's commercial.
Well, I strongly dislike them
Strongly
motherfuckers.
dislike them, man. They just come off as like, they think they're better than me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll be yelling at the TV, you think you're better than me? No, they're not.
They're just
They've been on
disabled.
that same commercial for what, 5 years? In that same ass wheelchair.
Yeah, and that's true. They haven't aged.
Same age.
They haven't aged.
Talk about I break my bones every day. Like, shut up, bro.
God damn.
You got erectile dysfunction, dog.
We're here at the JP Lopez show.
Could you imagine in 10 years now he's got white hair doing the same commercial? We sent you a t-shirt.
Over there in nice clothes. He got nicer clothes than me, bro. I mean, forget those little kids. I don't want to get in trouble again.
So we went to Matamoros, right? And this is probably like 2002, 2003. Probably at the latest, maybe 2004. And I had to get drove to the border, walk back to United States to use the payphone to call in sick to work every morning.
Jesus, what a...
So I call in sick, right? Well, then we party our ass off. Well, we partied one night and we went to the titty bars over there. And everybody that's been to Matamoros titty bars know that titty bars are not titty bars. And
It's a different system. How it works over there.
it's a different economy over there.
Yeah, no, of course. It's full service. That's what I call it.
And so it's probably like 4 a.m. when we leave there, right? So they had warned us because my buddy that we went with, we stayed at his cousin's house. His cousin was a principal for a middle school in Matamoros. This dude would get off work at like 5 or 6 and then go home, change, cross the border, and then work at KFC till 9 in Brownsville, and then come back when there's like, 10 or 11 when KFC's closed. So anyways, we stay out till 4. Well, we get pulled over, and dude, they were giving us hell. And so we had to call my buddy's cousin, and he had to come and show him like his ID that he was a principal, and then they let us go. But he wanted pretty much every last penny that we had amongst all of us. All of us.
I got you.
And we didn't have shit, dude. I mean, because we knew better, so we probably took like maybe $40
You gonna take the
cash.
American money too?
He wanted everything we had.
Damn.
And and like he didn't believe that we didn't have no money, and he's just giving us hell. So
Armed robbery right there. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
So
remember
we
I
had to
was-
call him.
Remember I was telling you that they wouldn't take the American money when the cops we went through a checkpoint, and he started talking. He said we were supposed to have a license plate for another rental car. I was like, well, it's a rental car. I didn't know. And then he was like, well, how much money do you have? And I was like, what? And my wife's translating for me, right? Because I know what he's telling me. I just can't say it back. So I tell her to tell him. So we're going back in this circle, right? And then he was like, I want all of them. I was like, man, I got a debit card. So I showed him the card. He's like, nah. So he pops the trunk, and we have like 20 grand in the back, right?
Oh, shit.
Just, in the thing, because, we were traveling. And he wouldn't take it. He just wanted the Mexico money. And I was just like, man, thank God he didn't want it. So we gave it to him, and then we were assuming that if we told somebody else that he had robbed us, he would have all that American money. Where would he get it from?
Okay.
Versus Mexico money. You know what I mean? But they were straight up cops. And my wife was like, tell him you were in the military. I was like, yeah, that's going to fucking help me here in Mexico. And she's like, well, tell him your brother-in-law is an FBI agent. I said, yeah.
That works.
Ransom.
Why don't I call the cops on this cop?
Hey, hold on, babe. Sir.
I'll have you know.
Fuck, man.
I gotta tell you, one of the movies that really did justice how it feels to be in a border town with all the bullshit happening is Sicario. The first movie, Sicario, with the song, the ambience, and when you looked at the bodies hanging and stuff like that, and you see all the cops, the military just cover completely their face, and you're like in fear because you don't know who to trust. You know not to trust nobody. That feeling of fear. And I always said also when I come back from Mexico, sometimes it's like when I cross the border, it's like if I take out my invisible bulletproof vest, like, fuck, I feel the stress levels go down like a motherfucker, bro, because telling you see the fucking holes in the houses out in the abandoned towns crossing the border, that you like, shit, son of a bitch. Fuck. These guys were at war for,
Yeah.
I mean, the towns are abandoned, basically.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Damn.
you can feel the dead there. There's like, fuck.
This
I'm glad in
episode-
the United States, a cop stops me over here like, what do you want, bro?
Yeah. Talk shit.
What are you gonna do?
Here's my license, you
I've been
fucker.
drinking by the best, bitch. Go at it, please.
Have you seen my fucking? Have you seen my bullwhip?
How's it going, Rafa? This episode brought to you by Mexico Tourism.
Y modelo.
So Rafa, I hear. Now don't. You might think otherwise, but this is what I've heard: that there is a really heavily like kidnapping going on in Disney World. Were you aware of that?
No,
Like a lot of missing children come out of Disney World, like, and in Disneyland too.
No, so you true. I never heard that.
No.
That much.
That's what I've heard. Like I said, you go on social media, so you don't know what's true or not. But when you said you were undercover, I figured maybe you kind of knew something about that.
No, we didn't run too much into that. Tell you, one of the things that surprised me, and I didn't know much about it, that a lot of people commit suicide.
In Disney?
Yes, and I know I had the same fucking reaction. What they do is like they spend whatever money they have left. They have the best time of their life, and a high note. Vámonos a la verga. Shotgun in the way.
And they don't have metal
I got to see
detectors,
that.
right? Like you can.
They do that at the resorts.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
They don't do it in the park.
So they bring it in the resort. Damn.
They spend, I don't know, 2 weeks, a month, or whatever, 2 days, or whatever they can afford in the parks, and then just sayonara.
What? Oh, they had to pay first. Right?
Of course.
So I want to know what's
That's
so
why I
funny.
heard that it was.
fucked up, bro.
No, well, in a way, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I would have done it in the strip club or something, in Tijuana or some shit like that. It's like, I had the best time of my life. Bye, adios. Vámonos a la verga. Ya no quiero más nada de este mundo. I don't want nothing else in this world. Fuck it.
When you said it, bro, the first thing that popped in my head is a bunch of little kids on those little teacups. Some freaking dude just
Sicario 3.
This is dark as man.
Fucking ish. Sicario 3.
I got a fucked up mind. I'm sorry, bro.
I wish I could take a peek at your mind and say, no, fuck.
You don't want to go in there, bro.
Dude, fuck.
I would never guess that.
No, never,
at all.
never. But also too, like spending your last dime. I mean, I guess when you're going out, you're going out.
That's so, man.
Fuck.
Because also you gotta understand the park is are very expensive.
Fuck
It's
yeah,
about
they are.
pretty much more than $100 a day. A kid to pay for that, they can't. You gotta go with your parents to go into the park. The same thing when someone's gonna kidnap you, they gotta invest $100 to get in. Why would you do that? What's the point? It doesn't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? It's easier to kidnap. I assume kidnap someone out there in the streets. They have to pay $100 for a chance to kidnap someone.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's security, there's cameras everywhere, so it's too much of a risk. So that bullshit, I think, is just bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I never take what I hear on social media as truth, but I've seen it so often that they've said like another missing child from Disney World, Disneyland. I'm like, fuck, what the fuck is going on over there?
I can see more like child molesters going into theme parks just to look at kids and stuff like that and try to touch them when it's, that's an opportunity for them to do it, I guess.
But not kidnapping. No.
There's too many fucking cameras, bro. Too many. And I can tell you that because I used to work on the back watching the cameras.
What is drugs a big thing there too or nah?
A lot of people go high.
Yeah.
They try to ignore it. If you're too out of control, they take you backstage. Usually they call the ambulance. Reedy Creek, that's the service they have, and they take you away from the parks,
Yeah.
and that's it.
I'll tell you one thing, man. The wife would love to have me take her to Disney World. That doesn't at all seem like a good deal for me. But if I had to, I'd probably go high. And I don't even do drugs, just because like nothing about Disney World seems fun to me. Like,
Well, it depends on the taste of everyone. But you also, you understand, you become a child once you're there. You don't see yourself as yourself anymore. You're so blinded by everything. It's just, you're overwhelmed by everything that you get attached.
well, I tell you this because we went to Disneyland from open to close one day, and that's all it took for me to say, "Fuck this place. I'm never. I don't want to."
If you go on a busy day,
Yeah.
you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because you get to do 2 or 3 rides and you're done. You're hungry, you're thirsty, too much time waiting in line, you're tired as fuck. Yeah, you're not going to enjoy it like that.
I bought 3 corn dogs, or corn dogs, right? Not hot dogs. 3 corn dogs and fries, and a funnel cake, and I think the combos didn't come with drinks, so it was just the fries and the corn dogs, 3 of them, and the funnel cake, and it was like 120 bucks.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was guessing.
Yep,
120.
120 bucks, man. And I was like, we should have brought lonche.
Sneak in sandwiches, man.
Sandwich.
So you're allowed to do that. You
Yeah.
can bring your own food.
Yeah.
You can bring your own
Oh, you
drink, but
can?
you just got to carry the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah, you can.
Yeah,
But you don't want to fucking do that.
Yeah,
You're
that's what
going
I'm
to
saying.
Disney.
Like Amanda, like when we take trips, she fucking packs a shitload of fucking food and nobody eats it.
goes bad.
It goes bad, and we stop fucking all the way up there, everywhere, stopping for shit. Like,
Y'all,
the fuck stinks sandwiches.
y'all make that for the homeless people. Y'all are just handing it out.
But she gets up and starts. That's the only thing she does. She'll make fucking snacks and shit, and nobody eats them. She doesn't even do them. So I can't see carrying them in there and stopping and doing it.
Yeah, it was expensive. And I was like, fuck this. We ain't eating until we get the fuck out of here. And then we closed it. I'm like, fuck, man. And I think it closes like at 11 or 10 or something. And we didn't, with parking in it, we didn't get out of there till like 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'm like, fuck, man.
You got to stay for the fireworks, and that's kind of
Oh, yeah.
the
Yeah.
end of the.
And I was done.
night,
I was. I could have missed the fireworks and still
all right.
been great. But man, let me ask you, Rafa. Right now in today's world, man, and everything that you've seen, what does a man mean? What does being a man mean to you right now?
Jesus. To tell you the truth, it's a complete different world from the one I grew up with. Okay. There's a phrase that I heard on the radio when I was, I don't know, 9 years old. And it's in Spanish. The guy said, "El hombre es el arquitecto de su propio destino," which translates to the man is the architect of his own destiny. Meaning when you're a child, you don't have a choice in the matter. You do what your parents tell you to do. Even if you disobey, you still kind of have to. The same thing in school. They told you left, right. You have to do exactly what you're being told. But once you're really a man, you make the decisions. You call in the shots. And you got to live with your decisions. You see what I'm saying? And that's when you're really a man. That's when you really are the architect of your own destiny. Now, for some of my friends that have tried to explain this to them, it's like you're the director on your own movie. When you die, that's the end of the movie. So what kind of movie do you want to show at the end of your days? You see what I'm saying? A comedy, a sad fucking movie, a porno, what kind of movie? You see what I'm saying? And you're the director. You have to go out of your way to make it happen and make your life what you wish it to be. That to me is being a man, being in control, and being responsible for your decisions. Nowadays, the culture has just, being macho, being a man back in the days, that was the cool thing in the world. You see what I'm saying? Now it's like, being macho is like, no, being misogynist, no, cutting your dick. Oh, yeah, cut your dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
be gay. Yeah,
it's
definitely.
toxic.
Go. Yeah,
Toxic masculinity.
So, but it got to the extreme. You see what I'm saying? I remember my uncle. We were in one of those quinceañeras or weddings or whatever, and I was little. And my uncle told me, "Mijo, come here." And he said, "Listen, when you look at a woman, you look at direct into her eyes as deep as you can, as if you can see through her eyes all the way to her butthole."
Chinga.
I was 6 years old. I didn't know what to do with that information. But the way he said it to me, I knew it was important. So I remember that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Later on, I understood that stuff. Also, he told me, you know the difference between marijuana and pussy? Again, I was like, what, 7 years old. When someone opens a little bag of marijuana, you can smell all the way here. That's good marijuana. When a girl crosses her legs from over there, you can smell it. That's not good pussy.
It sounds like your uncles are a lot like my uncles.
So yeah, that to me means being a man right there, knowing the stuff that you need to know. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you, man. Right now, just being a macho man, in my opinion, it's kind of like I guess like the way we said toxic masculinity or whatever. But I'm hoping with the new dynamic, with everything changing, I'm hoping like how history repeats itself. I hope becoming macho again comes back to being popular sooner rather than later. Like for real, because man, a lot of these kids, they're doing like just some feminine type shit on social media. You've got like kids that are painting their fucking fingernails, but they're star athletes in the school.
They're too soft, bro.
Yeah.
Physically, mentally, they cannot cope with anything. They cry, they get destroyed, they get suicidal. They just can't deal with anything.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
And they just want the entertainment real fast, like being on the phones all day, and they become addicted to this social media and phones and TV and computers and whatever else. And they're not really living in the real world anymore.
Well, that's why I think that relationships don't last no more, is because everything is so on demand, like the dopamine, right? Like the likes and like all the shit with social media that like just dopes your mind for wanting that. So when the girl becomes boring after 2 or 3 weeks, it's over. You know what I mean? Like it's on to the next, and it's on to find the next fucking thrill. Like they don't fucking stick it out. That's me outside looking in. I don't know if this is true, but that's how I feel. Like social media has fucked up a bunch of shit for us.
Especially after COVID, I believe all the people who are at that age where they're supposed to start dating and start, being a part of a couple and stuff like that. Now they don't know how to act. They don't know how to approach a girl. Now also with everything is sexual assault. You know what I mean? Before we used to spank him, that was no big deal. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it's the Me Too movement. They took it way too extreme.
But you said it. You said that your uncle told you to look a girl in her eye, right? Now that's creepy.
Yeah. No, everything. That's what anything that is too much, too masculine is too much. They cannot handle it.
Yeah, because like when you talk to a woman, you're supposed to look them in the eye.
But also, let's turn it around. Let's, because I always like the female point of view. Let me put it this way: you're a teenager now, a teenage girl. You have access to all this porn. What do you see in the porn?
Shit, I don't know.
They shocking their. Am I right or wrong? Is that romantic? Is that enjoyable? Do you think I like seeing a girl choking her ass up?
Yeah.
I was vomiting with my dick in her. Do you think I enjoyed that? Is that pleasure to me? Is that pleasure to her? Did she enjoy that? That's what they see. They see nothing but shit, bro. And now they think that's normal. That's expected of them and shit. So that's horrible.
I never even thought of it like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I gotta change my.
Because we
search
look
history.
at a lot of the times we look at everything like men. You see what I'm saying? But also look at the female side.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't have a daughter, so it's hard for me to say that. But I mean, Mr. SanJuan here.
I have a daughter.
Yeah.
21, man. I see the guys, man. They're soft. They're super soft. On my first marriage, my ex-wife's dad hated me, like with a fucking passion. And I still came into his house. I shook his hand and said, "Hey, how you doing, sir?"
Looked him in his eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shook his hand, knowing damn well he didn't want me there. He could care less if I said hi or not, but I went because it was his home, and I said hi, and then I wouldn't sit. When I sat down at his house, I would just sit there and not say nothing. I would get too comfortable because I knew he didn't like me, but it was his home. I was not going to disrespect it. He would talk shit, and I wouldn't say nothing. You know what I mean? Because that's her pop. Yeah. And it went on like that, and even to this day, when I see him, I still say, "Hey, I'll say, how you doing, sir?" We'll shake hands, and that's it. And but I was taught that way. My daughter's 21, She has a boyfriend. Seems like a good dude. Too many bracelets for me on his fucking wrist. Too many fucking bracelets. But
I thought he was in 300.
yeah, different fucking story.
I got one. I got a fucking snake right there.
Oh, I
So.
thought that was a rat. But either way, it's cool though. It's cool either way. It's dead. You know what I mean? But he has too many fuzzy ones, man. And he comes over, and she asked if he comes. I was like, yeah, he could come over. That's cool. So he comes, and he says hi. He sits over there on the, you know how we have that picnic table thing? So he sits there for the first time. And then I was gone for about a month, and I come back, and she asked, can he come over? I'm like, yeah. I knew he was coming over. I was gone. But I told my wife I don't want him going downstairs, because her room is downstairs. I said, I don't want him going downstairs. He can stay in the living room and lights on. And even though she's 21, it's still my house, right? Still my home. You're gonna respect it. So I leave for a month. I come back, and she asks, I was like, yeah, he comes. So he comes, sits in my living room, and he reclines the seat, and his feet come up.
Oh shit!
Right? And I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there, man. And
Felt
I'm like,
something right there. Wasn't
and
right.
I was like, this motherfucker too comfortable. Like, what happened while I've been gone, right? Like, so I went to tell my wife.
I'm the man of the house.
So I tell my wife, and she goes sits by him. My daughter sits by them. They're watching a movie, and I'm sitting there in the living room looking at this motherfucker. I'm like, this is too comfortable. It's making me uncomfortable how comfortable this motherfucker is in my house, right? So I get up and I walk to my room, and my wife's like, what's wrong? I said, nothing. She goes, man, I've been with you 20 years.
Yeah,
What's
I know
wrong?
what the fuck's wrong.
I said, that motherfucker too comfortable in my house. She starts laughing, and she was like, what do you mean? I said, he has his fucking feet up. Well, don't you want him to be comfortable? I said, I want him to feel welcome, not comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're allowed to be here, just too fucking comfortable. And so he goes on. Well, he comes back the next day because he's in the military. So he comes down on the weekends to see her. So he comes back the next day, and she asked, of course. I was like, yeah. And then I was like, man, this motherfucker just, I can't watch my movie. I can't be comfortable. I said, you know what? Don't disrespect me or disrespect my home. I tell my daughter, I said, you could go downstairs and watch a movie, but just know I'm going to go down there at any moment. She was like, okay. So he goes down. So I call my sister, and I was like, man, you're going to be so proud of me. I let her boyfriend go downstairs. She was like, he was down there last time when you were gone. Oh man.
Is he black?
No.
Because I got a whip you can borrow.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm
saying.
gonna ask him. That's what I'm asking.
Come on, bro. I'm offended, bro. I'm black, bro.
That's why he hates half your ass.
No, because you really want him to fear you a little bit. You see
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
like,
Am I
I'm like,
right? That's
yeah.
kind of part of the
Like,
respect. I'm the dad. I'm the boss.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
in
how it
charge.
goes. So I was like, what the fuck? Right, so I'm pissed.
Damn.
So I call Amanda. I was like, say, now I know why that motherfucker was comfortable in my house. She's like, why? Because I know he went downstairs. And she was like, I said, I'm not asking you because I'm asking you. I already know the answer. She was like, I'm sorry. It's just, I let him go down there, but I kept checking on them and all that. I said, I don't give a fuck. I said, no. So I call Angel upstairs. I said, Angel, she comes up. She's like, what's wrong? I said, that boy ever been downstairs? And she looks at me and said, before you answer, I already know the answer. She was like, yes. I said, didn't I tell you? She was like, I'm sorry. My mom said it was okay. And we went, I said, I don't give a fuck. I said, you tell him to get the fuck out of my crib now. Right? So she goes down there, and I'm like trying to calm down. I'm like,
You give him an inch, bro.
trying to calm down. My mom comes over. She's like, you need to calm down. She's already 21. I said, I don't give a fuck. This is my crib, right? And I said, I knew when that motherfucker put his legs up on my fucking couch.
That was a red flag.
Red flag. It was sawed up,
He
bro.
just snitched on himself.
Snitched on himself, right? So he comes up and stuff like that, and he starts walking. I said, "Say, man, come here, man." So he comes over there, and he's like, "Yes, sir." I said, "Look, man, I know my daughter's old, but to me," and I point at my son. I said, "She will always be that age." He's 5. I said, "I want you to respect her and respect my home. When you come in this house, bro, you come fucking say hi to me. I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. I might just go like this to you. You take that. But you come in, when you come into this home," and I said, "I don't give a fuck what anybody tells you in this house. This is my house and my rules." I said, if you're gonna go downstairs, you come and let me know. If it's cool with that, you go downstairs to watch a movie, and I'll say yes or no. I said, if you don't like that, you can marry her, buy her a house, and y'all go do whatever you want there. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "No, sir." I said, no, you're good. I said, you know what? You can go ahead and stay here. I lost my temper on that. But don't ever disrespect me again, bro. I don't care what my wife says, what she says. Ain't nobody pay bill here but me. He was like, yeah, I get it. I said, I like you, but this much. and he looks at me and I said, and I'm not saying y'all gonna get married and stuff, but if y'all get married and have kids, I'm still gonna only like you this much.
That's your limit, bro.
That's my limit. That's it. And I felt like I was right. I didn't feel wrong. You know what I mean?
And next time you want to put your feet up, I need something on the light bill, motherfucker.
Angel told him when they were downstairs, she's like, I knew when he said you look too comfortable with your feet, I knew he was gonna, I knew it. I was like, I knew he was gonna get mad.
Snitched on himself.
He snitched on yourself, bro. The first day you were there, you just sat there, you didn't say shit. The next time I come after a month, you're kicking up your shit.
But this is the shit that I don't understand too. Is he's a good guy, obviously, right?
Yeah, he seems like a good
So you get a guy like that, right? And then they go home and tell mom that, right? And then mom is like, "Oh hell no, he ain't gonna be talking to my son like that." And like, it's my fucking house.
Exactly.
But you can't.
But he don't live at home.
Yeah.
He lives on base.
But what I'm saying is shit like that.
Yeah, she'll be on the phone. Guess what happened? And then she'd be mad, and then have an attitude towards me.
It's why I asked the question, man. It's just like, men today, man, like we just can't do no right. We can't do no fucking.
When I told my dad that my first wife's, even Amanda's dad didn't like me for a long time, but that's just normal, man. I'm the guy coming in to be with their daughter. I'm never gonna be good enough, no matter what I do. He'll tolerate me, but he has to not like me to a certain point that he's gonna have to kick my ass if I hurt his daughter, or at least try to kick my ass. You know what I mean? Or defend her some way. He can't be my best friend and then I fucking hit her and then he's like, well, damn, man, dude's pretty cool though. You know what I mean? He has to be able to be like, I'm gonna fuck this dude up. You know what I mean? So I get it. My dad, when I told him, I was like, man, that motherfucker don't like me. He was like, well, you're fucking his daughter. I mean, like, the dude's not gonna like you. I was like,
You're right.
you're right.
Man.
When you look at it that way, yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it.
If he only knew the stuff that we do, right?
You know what I'm saying? And
Rafa's all,
you know what I'm saying? See, even saying that joke right there, right, yo? I think about my, I'm like, God damn, fuck, and I'm like, my angel, man. You know what I mean? Like, God dang. And the man was like, she's not little. I said, I know, man. I'm not naive, but I don't even like fucking thinking shit like that, man.
That'll scar you for the rest of your life, literally.
So, but you know, I want him to be strong. Like I've told y'all on other podcasts before, I want my daughter to be submissive to her husband. I want the man to be a leader. I want the man she falls in love with to lead the family. Whatever decision he makes, she married him, so she best believe that he's doing it for the best of her, the kids, and stuff
You're
like
very
that.
traditional in your thinking, then. You're
I'm
you're
very
conservative.
traditional.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
want her
I
to.
like that.
No, man, now, I don't want her to be submissive as in he's out partying and shit like that and shit. I mean, if the dude goes to work, I don't give a fuck where he works. As long as he's working and providing for you, you serve him when he comes home. You clean. If he says we got to move across the fucking country for a better job, you pack the shit and y'all go. You follow your man everywhere you go. You don't listen to me anymore. You know what I mean? That's who you have to. That's your husband. Choose wisely, though. I tell her, choose wisely, because y'all gonna be homeless. Y'all gonna be home. The kids, y'all have kids. They can stay with grandpa.
Yeah.
You know, y'all gonna sleep in the car. I let y'all stay in the driveway. Y'all gonna have to learn together. But the kids come in, they can eat. Y'all gonna be hungry together. But I teach her that, you know, that's your man. Choose wisely, and you gotta follow him.
Yeah, I think you did a great job with her.
Oh, she's great, man.
Yeah,
She's good.
I really legit think that you got nothing to worry about. But that's just me on the outside looking in.
Yeah. No,
you know,
she's
I don't deal
solid,
with
man.
you know on the daily. But Ish, what is being a man to you, man?
Oh shit.
He's still trying to figure it out.
I am trying to figure out. I guess simply just if you got a penis, you
Yeah.
were born with it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just play.
Oh, I'm about to say, you can
You're
buy
lucky.
them.
No, and it is true because I got to tell you, you can be retired and still be a man. Yeah. Being a woman, that's hard as fuck, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That is tough. So my respects, we got lucky, motherfuckers.
I don't
Count
know,
your
man.
blessings.
I don't believe that. I think women got it easy, man. Because they're born with value. A 19-year-old girl that's hot could be on a fucking $1 million yacht. And she's on there with an old man who took him 50, 60 years to buy that yacht.
Yeah.
Right? So he had to work. If you're beautiful, even an ugly woman could go to the bar and get laid and get free drinks. Right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They're born with value. But the good thing about being a man, you could be anybody you want to be. You could work hard, build this shit. and
We're
be
always
something.
happy, bro.
Huh?
We're always happy.
Men?
Yeah.
Because we're simple.
Exactly. Women are not. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They have it hard. Even since the little girls, their mentality is completely different. They suffer a lot.
And,
they're too
to
much
prove
in
your
touch with their
point,
feelings.
ask them what they want to eat.
That's true. That's true.
That's a whole drama right there.
I don't care.
see-
I don't
see-
Their
care.
brain never stop
Yeah,
working.
that's the thing. They never stop because
You know
they're
how
their own
stressful
worst
that
enemy.
is?
But that's
And then
what-
the period
whose fault is
stuff,
that?
and then it's not ours. The period stuff is not ours. I didn't come up
their
with that shit.
fault.
It's God given
They,
that.
they gave
that
us
penalty.
they tricked us to eat the apple. Now that's their punishment. You don't read the Bible? Said it.
Nah, I got a
Now
genuine-
that
Calling
you
God a
mention-
liar? I'm just saying.
Now that you mentioned the Bible, somebody asked me which one was first, the egg or the chicken. And I come up with the chicken because you need the chicken butthole to make the shape of the egg. God is not gonna do that with his asshole. You know what I'm saying? Fuck no, that's you know what I mean. And then they tell me, okay, so how about the first chicken? Where did she came from? From a rib of a rooster.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you believe that from humans? You don't really believe that from chicken? You see what I'm saying?
I got a real response. All right, man, real quick, because you were kind of onto something with me still trying to figure out what a man is. I'm gonna be for real. So, did you have a dad?
Yeah.
Did you have a dad? That they were with you. They taught you how to be a man. Like,
Not really.
I didn't have a
still
dad.
here.
I didn't have a dad at all. A lot of my homeboys didn't have dads. We were raised by women, so we
Do
didn't
you
know.
have a lot of stepdads though?
No, nobody.
No
no male
stepdad?
figures. We're predominantly women.
Now
Raising
starting
men.
to make sense. Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? This is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So we didn't have nobody to look up to other than like cousins or whatever if they were a little older, you know? And so we thought, like me personally, I thought like gangbanging, being violent and all that shit was a man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I kind of directed myself towards. But there's a lot of misogynist shit in that, you know, mistreat women, slap women around, all that shit, bro. I seen all that. And then with my mom, when she would kind of get a dude every once in a while, sometimes they'd be the dudes that be slapping her around and shit. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told you, I stabbed one of them. You know?
Yeah.
But, like, we never really knew what it was to be a man. So we didn't learn the traditional man shit. I didn't learn how to change tires. I didn't know none of that shit, bro. Up until, like, 12 years old, I was real feminine. Like, for real. Like, my mom, I joke about that shit. She was always watching, like, Young and the Restless and shit. So, you know, you're like Shane Gillis said, the comedian. You're your mom's little gay friend. Up until, you know, you're like, oh my God, man, what's going on? You know? And so what happened, bro, was like my mom started realizing I'm walking with the switch, you know, and I'm already 12 years old, about to go to fucking junior high and shit.
Yeah.
So she put me in football to build me around men, and that was the first time I ever been around men. You know what I'm saying?
Like your
And-
coach.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like that's when you start realizing, yo, men are way different than women. Like,
Yeah.
there's different types of men too. There's the ones that
And
want
that was
to be.
his first day in the showers, so
Yeah. that's why I
they're
played.
so
That's
different.
why I kept playing football till I was 28. I was like, hell yeah, baby.
Wow.
No, but like, you know what I'm saying? I started trying to learn how to be a man by looking at other men. You know what I'm saying? But like, I started realizing, yo, I don't think like that, bro. Like, you know, like the submissive shit. Like my girl, I don't want her to be submissive to me. I want her to be my fucking equal.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
you feel what I'm saying? Like, for me to be a man, and there's different types. It's just whatever fits you. So me and my wife, bro, she jokes around because she's very opinionated. She's very strong-willed. And I told her, I said, I need a woman like that because I'm a fucking asshole. And I'm a dominant motherfucker. And so if you were just some submissive female, you're going to just be telling me I'm right all the fucking time. And I'm not. I'm fucking stupid.
You need someone to check you.
Yes, exactly. And
Yeah.
I need somebody, and I tell her the way I look at a fucking relationship with my wife is you're gonna be my equal. As a man, I'm to protect you, protect the kids. But if I fall, who the fuck protects the kids? Who the fuck protects the, you know, what happens if I fall? You gotta be just as strong. You gotta be ready to fight. And then my kids need to be strong. So I teach my kids, my girls, my boys the same way. You all protect yourself, but it's kind of a, not a hierarchy, but it's like, yo, they come through me, now they're at your mom. They coming through your mom, now it's you.
But then there's no equal.
Well, no, but I don't know.
You get
Like,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Because I think, I believe there's, you have to, as the man, be the head of the house.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever you say has to go. Now, it doesn't mean you can't take opinions from your wife or suggestion because she's going to go through it with you, right? Whatever decisions you make. But you have, I just feel like the man has to be the head of the home
Yeah.
and make those calls, right? Because every decision you're going to make is only going to benefit her and the kids. You're not going to do anything as a real man that's just selfish. Like, I'm going to buy these fucking 28 rims with this income tax money and put it on this fucking Capri so I can look cool when I ride around.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to take this fucking income tax money and invest it in the house or in a project or a business so that I can leave something behind to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to, in my opinion.
No,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Because like you said, you hold it down. Because if you fall, then she picks it up, and that's the way it should be, right? Because
Yeah.
you're leading her to lead the family if something happens to you.
Well, there's a
That's
patriarchal and matriarchal society, meaning the men are in charge in the majority of the societies, so the man is in charge. To me, someone's got to grab the wheel of the car.
Yeah.
It can be 50-50 and you grab one
Yeah,
side. No,
yeah.
someone's got to be in charge. If for your relationship or your culture, the female is the one who's in charge, hey, by all means. They're good at it. They'll guide you the right way. They take care of you. That's fine.
Yeah.
If it's the other way, the man has to take charge. But you got to be responsible for everything also.
But
Like
I
I say,
still-
everything has a price in life.
Yeah.
I feel like both sexes have what they're good at and what
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not.
It doesn't make
That's why I
the
look at
wife any less.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though I make all the money and I call all the shots, it doesn't make my wife's opinion any less than mine.
Yeah.
It doesn't make her value in the relationship any lower than mine. I just feel and I hate not saying that we're not equal
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, if I'm saying this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing, right?
And
But-
I don't believe in the 50-50 bullshit
No,
either,
I don't.
Okay?
I feel you.
I believe the male should be in charge of certain things and females should take care of something
Yeah.
else or everything else. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what kind of curtains you put in here.
Yeah, this is your home. You make it
You
your
do your
home.
thing. You know? You might have your own little, like, leave this room for me,
Yeah.
like my man
Little
cave.
man cave
Like,
or
yeah,
something,
exactly.
yeah.
And everything is
Because you
just
have like your
baby.
shoot thing,
Yeah.
right? You got your shoot thing.
Well,
She
my
got
wife
her
hates
art.
me.
Yeah, but-
Hates me.
But then she got her art area.
Yeah.
Right? So
But I got more areas in our house than she does.
But
is
I
what I'm
think-
saying.
Because you're the head of the house, bro.
I think that's kind of
Ding,
what
ding, ding. This is the Jerry Springer show now. Okay.
But you know, that's how I always feel. Like the man leads the woman, and the woman teaches the value that you have together to her children. Because I think that's the most important job, man, is the woman's job to teach your children. Because you're at work making money, right? So your values you're teaching to your wife that y'all have together, she's the one that has the time to nurture and take care of the kids. So she's going to teach those values to your kids. Because you got to think, when your kids go to school, there's, 8 hours? Mm-hmm. Right? So they get home, they go at 8 in the morning, get out at 3 or 4, and then they go to bed at 9. So you got 5 hours with your kid.
Yeah.
You get home at 5, that drops it down to 3 hours with your kids. So if you don't program your kids and you don't have a solid wife teaching your kids your values, the government and the schools out here and everybody else, social
got their
media,
hand in it.
got their hand in it. That's why they become. You notice every cartoon, every movie got gay shit in it.
Yeah.
Everyone again, and I don't have no issues with homosexuality, but I don't think it should be pushed upon our kids. You know, our kids need, they need to worry about coloring and numbers and shit like that. You know what I mean? Not a cartoon on Disney to call out about homosexuality. That makes no sense to me at all.
Well, then maybe.
At the same time, you also got to give credit to the woman because I don't know about how you guys feel, but I believe that only a woman can make you a real man. What do you think about that statement?
Yeah.
I believe in it. How about you?
But what's your
Only
theory?
a
What's your
woman can
theory
make you a
behind
real
that?
man.
Like, what's your thought behind that? What do you mean?
Because a woman will make you responsible.
Mm-hmm.
A woman will make you think more than just what's in front of your nose. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's when you start realizing, okay, I'm in charge, but it's a responsibility also. It's not just it's whatever I said and fuck you. No.
You
sir.
just taught me something. Legit, not just saying that because you're here or whatever, but you just made me realize something. I've always said it on this podcast many a times that I've cheated on every girlfriend I ever fucking had, except her. I was quote unquote a fuckboy until I met her and we started dating. She fucking matured me. She
make you a real man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I never thought like that.
I believe in that. I completely believe in that. That's kind of like part of that's actually their job when you really think about it.
Yeah.
They need to pick a man that is good for them and make them a real man.
Yeah.
Not just a fucking asshole that just humping around all over the fucking place
That's crazy.
and doing whatever the fuck you want to do.
I think too, there, man.
Am I right?
Yeah, there's different men though too, though, bro. I think that's what it is, bro. Like you're more of a traditionalist,
Yeah, that's-
and then you know what I'm saying. That I'm more of like, I don't know, like I don't mean like equal as far as like everything, but like my wife, like I don't know, bro. Like we were both single parents when we got together. You know what I'm saying? Like I raised my daughter by myself from 17 till she was grown, and then she was married to a bitch ass dude. And he's the father or whatever, but then like they got divorced. But he was one of them motherfuckers that I talk about. They're like, he's a beta male. He likes to beat on his kids and all that. You know what I'm saying? And like he needs to dominate the situation type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like a little bitch. And so when I came into the situation, all my kids, I needed to teach them, yo, that's not a man. That's a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and so I've had homeboys that like have their wives call them sir, have their kids call them sir. Like, what kind of bitch needs that validation from a woman? You know, like,
That's crazy.
it's like, homie, you a man. Do you not feel like a man? Like, you know, you don't need to be walking around machismo and all that fucking shit, bro. It should be you're just who you are,
Yeah,
dog.
I think
Build
that's
your.
too much. Though.
that is.
I feel if she wants to call you, some girls call their husband daddy. Or you know what I mean? That should just be something she wants to do on her own. You know what I mean? You don't have to call me.
You
no
don't have
name.
to say, "Hey, call me this."
Yeah, call me
Yeah.
this. If you want to call me this, other than like fat ass or.
I used to call my first girlfriend here in the United States. I used to call her. Her name was Debbie. I used to call her my papers. She used to call me my baby. I used to call her my papers. But I said it in Spanish, papeles. She thought it was so romantic. Mi papeles,
Did you roll the R?
Big time.
Nah, I just think there's a lot of weak men calling themselves men, bro, that aren't men. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But what I will answer too, though, because my daughter's 21, something that is funny, though, I'm not going to be all fucking deep. So, her mom, my baby mama, in high school, we got together, you know what I'm saying? We're teen parents. She was a goth. And I just thought that shit was sexy, you know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that my daughter's gonna be like her mom. So, my baby girl, I love her to death. She's goth, man, but like this is real. Like I've talked about it in my comedy. When she started dating in junior high, that's when I realized there's a difference going on with this generation. So the first day she comes to me, she's like, "Dad, I got a little boyfriend." I'm like, "Oh, that's what's up," you know, blah blah blah. And I was like, "Well, how'd y'all meet?" "Oh, we're in class together." I was like, "Okay, well, what's he like?" "Oh, he's cool." She was like, "We were checking out dudes together," and I was like, "Hold on, what?" What? I was like, hold on, what you mean checking out dudes together?" She was like, "Well, yeah," and I was like, "He's bisexual?" "No, Dad, he's pansexual." I said, "What the fuck is that?"
pansexual?
So he fucks Peter Pan peanut butter? Like, what the fuck? Like, no, that means he loves the spirit, not the, or you know, like
Yeah,
all
I've
these
heard that
genders
before,
and
yeah.
shit. I'm like, the fuck
What
you
the
talking
fuck?
about? But I told her, I said, man, I hope you stay with this dude all through high school and shit. Like, you know, I knew she wouldn't get pregnant. But like, needless to say, bro, like she's attracted to more feminine type men. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the fingernail painted, the piercings. You know what I'm
bracelets.
saying?
Buy her strap-on for Christmas. Oh, she's gonna love that shit.
Like, like the dude she with right now, man.
A black
like,
one because she's got.
I like this kid. I like this kid.
Make him
bro.
happy.
I like
Black
this
Lives Matter.
I like this kid, but I'm starting to feel what you're feeling, brother. Like, yo, homeboy, can you protect my daughter, bro? Like, or are you gonna, like somebody gonna come slap my daughter and he's gonna be like, oh.
He's gonna run. He'll run first.
Take the deal out of the strap on.
They're
Motherfucker.
playing rock, paper, scissors. Who gets to check who's breaking in? Like, I don't know, not me.
So I wish I was joking. I've gone to like be real aggressive with this dude when I see him and shit. Like try to toughen him up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, what's up, dog? I be hugging him all hard and shit. What's up, man?
He likes it. He likes it.
I like your dad.
I like him.
So
It's
for,
aggressive, but I kind of into it.
He's really aggressive with me.
so for me, bro, I've really become in tune, in touch with God recently, probably like 2 years, right? And I know that the opposite of worrying is praying. And I get that. I pray all the time. Outside, take all the machismo, take out like everything, every quote unquote aspect of a man. Me being a man, for me, being a provider, being the man of the house is a constant worry.
Oh fuck yeah.
Like, it's just a constant worry, man. Like, My son goes out of town. I worry until he gets back. He goes to school. You know, I worry until he's home. My wife, when she leaves for work, I worry until she gets home. It's a constant fucking worry. My mom has, you know, some health issues. I worry until I get the good news. My sister, I'm worrying about her health. It's just a fucking constant worry. And I'm like, when the fuck does the worrying stop? But it doesn't.
Never.
You just got to learn to live with the worry. It just doesn't stop when you are the provider for your family.
It becomes your whole identity, man.
It does.
Your whole fucking identity. You know, like me, like with all the issues that I'm facing coming up, I could care less about what would happen to me there. My thing is like my family. Like, are they gonna be okay? Are they? If something happens, you know, who's going to watch them? Who's going to take care of them? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's my main concern. Financially, I'm going to be good, but...
And that's another a financial worry.
Yeah. Because, you know...
A constant worry.
As a man, and nothing against women, just as a man, if y'all go homeless or bills can't get paid, nobody looks at her. They're all going to look at you. You know what I mean? You're the man of the house. You know what I mean? If you ain't got no light, it falls on you. And even though, you know, your wife would be like, you know, we could do it. You as a man take it all on yourself. You know what I mean? You're just like, fuck, man, I feel like a failure because I couldn't get this, or I couldn't do this for them, or couldn't, you know what I mean? So I get it, man. It'll never end, though.
I watched a TikTok video just last night, and there was this one dude, like, in Indonesia, and, like, he was, like, waking up homeless men from the streets, and, like, giving them haircuts and putting new clothes on them, and you're like, oh, that's sad, right? But then I thought, is that really sad? I mean, because their life of worrying is done. Like, is that really sad? Like, they're living, they're homeless, right? But, you fucking, like, they're homeless, but their life of worrying is fucking done. You know what I mean? So maybe they're living more freer than fucking me. You know what I mean?
But
just sleeping out in the streets and.
But is it a life?
But yeah, we can get into, you know, all the argument.
No, not because they're homeless. Like, I enjoy, even though I'm worried all the time, man, and stuff like that, I love that stress of having them depend on me. I like it. It's me, man. If I don't have it, like, when I was gone for that little bit, man, I was just like, what the fuck, man? I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do with myself.
You lost your identity.
I lost who I was. And it was just like, fuck, man. Because my main thing was providing for them, always providing for them. And then it was like, it stripped from me for a little bit. And then I was just like, man, this is, without them, I wouldn't be me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I was me when I was young, but only worried about me. And then when I was blessed to have them in my life, I take it as a blessing, man, to have them, to be able to have somebody to love so much, man, that would be an honor to go down on the Titanic for them. Yeah. To put them on that boat. To say, hey, it's an honor for me to get up out of this bed because somebody's breaking in the house and go defend my family. I'm capable of doing that for them. It might sound crazy or whatever, but
no,
I don't have. Nothing else means nothing to me. Cars, money, trips don't mean anything to me, but the identity of being a husband and a dad is the greatest thing I think I've ever accomplished in life. And I've been in the military. I've been all over this world, man. But I could say, you know, wholeheartedly, man, and honestly, being a husband and a dad has been the greatest accomplishment and honor in my life.
Badass, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. You a man, brother. Yeah. That's your type of man. You that man.
Yeah.
That's commendable. That's cool as shit.
I think on that note, we'll take a break and we'll come right back.
This episode is brought to you by Tigre Burrito. If you haven't tried them out, then you're missing out. Their hours of operations are from Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They specialize in breakfast burritos and lunch specials. If you like that pica pica, try that hot sauce and let them know that it's the JP Lopez Show sent you. They can be located at 720 Highway 62 in Wolford, Texas. It's the small yellow building with the Tigre tiger on it. Rawr.
And we're back.
Wake up.
So, I don't know if y'all guys know this, but we haven't officially started the show yet. So let's go ahead and start the show.
Oh,
We
yeah.
ready?
Press record on that thing, please.
Are you ready?
the JP Lopez Show.
And welcome back to the JP Lopez Show. We're about an hour in, and I just barely started the show. Rafa, man, I fucking just met you tonight, but fuck, man. I'm so lucky and thankful to meet you today, man. You've already taught me a life lesson that was worth its weight in gold. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Anytime, my friend.
Talking to you off in the break, and you've elevated my thought process to something that it wasn't even there. And thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Well, you had to pass it along. I guess I learned a lot from older people when I was young, and I guess now that I'm older than most of you, I'm 57. I try to pass it on, a little bit of knowledge that I can still hold up there.
I don't think that's that much older than me. I mean, I'm
You're only 2
43.
years older than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm 43. But, bro, appreciate it.
Anytime,
Ish,
my
thanks, man.
Oh,
Thanks,
I told
man.
you, bro. I told you. Man, myth, the legend.
Yeah. I really think that you've got a career in behind the scenes, like talent finding.
I was like, don't say that. This is the talent right here.
No, like talent scheduling, because you've done hooked up my last 3 episodes, man. Like,
Trying to be a manager, bro. You know what I'm
but I want to take this time and highlight you, man. I can't lie. I didn't lie to you when I told you I have tears in my eyes when I was texting you, bro, because I was so happy for you. And whether you want to call it whatever the fuck it is, in my opinion, it's a success, and it's a great fucking feeling that you're gonna fucking go record a movie.
I know, bro. Brokeback Mountain too.
Like, yeah, but I know it's in you to joke all the time.
I was like-
But, bro, flowers to you, man, because you're very valuable to me in just the friendship and the small amount of time that we had. But not only that, but I think that you deserve way more than you give yourself credit for. And to see and to hear that, I mean, just to read that text, man, I was just like, fuck, God is good. God is good, man. And, dude, thank you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, dude. For real. I really do.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm
So,
crying.
enough of that gay shit.
I know that gay, bro. God. Not in front of your wife, bro.
Rafa, man, I'll ask you, like, so what's one thing that you want to accomplish, if not accomplish, just experience in your lifetime that you haven't yet?
Well, I have traveled a lot in my life, but just in the continent of America. I have gone to South America, Central America, and I haven't made it to Canada, but obviously I have traveled a lot in the United States. But I really wish I can travel to Japan.
Oh, shit.
I'm still trying to look for the sideways pussy. and no, I'm not going to give it up. Fuck it. No. I got to find one. I don't care if it's 45 degrees, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck, but... You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
You gotta go there in cherry blossom season. That's the time. You'll find it.
Google cherry
I
blossoms.
can only dream. I can only dream.
So, like, that's probably, with all the trips we've taken, me and my wife, that's one of her bucket list, because she's heavily in arts. She's heavily in, like, arts and crafts, and she wants to go to Tokyo so bad.
The architecture, I mean, their culture, how they behave, they're fascinating, Japanese
But
people.
why does she want to go to Tokyo? For a paper company, bro. She wants to go to a paper company to buy paper and all this like this arts craft bullshit. And I'm just like, hey, whatever, man. Hopefully we'll make it happen soon. But yeah, that's her bucket list destiny too, is to go to Japan, to Tokyo.
Nice.
They don't like Americans a lot.
Just tell them you're Mexican. They love you.
Oh yeah, they will. As long as you
They
say you're
love-
not
Yeah, we're
American.
from
They
Mexico.
love Mexican culture. The mariachi, they got Mexican restaurants.
They
the
got
cholo
cholos, too.
style.
They got
oh,
cholos.
They fucking
They
love
got
it.
fucking cholos
They
in
fucking love
Japan.
it, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Cumbias and all that shit.
They love lowrider.
all
Like
that
those
stuff.
the cholo
Yeah, they
culture
look just
is
like Mexicans,
ridiculous
man.
in Japan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
Because
they
I've heard
took it
about
to a
traveling.
different extreme also.
Yeah.
It's like, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
But I've heard that a lot. Like when you travel, not to say you're from America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm from
us.
Mexico.
Yeah. Then I'm
But
like,
but
"You
for
speak
Rafa, he
Spanish?"
could
I'm like,
pass
Yeah.
us not so much. We gotta say, how do you say? ¿Cómo se dice?
There you go.
Personally, I'm from Wakanda.
Oh, shit. Whip that dick out. No, you're not, you liar.
You are from China.
From the voice up, bro. From the voice up.
There was one time that I went camping for like 2 weeks at a beach over there near Puerto Vallarta. And when I came back, I came back really dark, like black. And my wife told me, "Oh my God, Rafa, you're black." And I look at my thing, no, not yet.
I wish.
So for Ish, let me ask you, man, what's one thing that you want to accomplish, or if anything, experience in your lifetime?
Oh man, you know what I feel like? I'm gonna say this real quick before I answer. I feel like we need to add like one of those little sound effects. It's like anytime I'm on your podcast, because what I'm about to say is fucked up.
Okay.
I just want to be able to go on a vacation because I've never been on a vacation and I've never been out of Texas.
Wow.
So I'd like to go out of Texas and at least see what the hell else is out there.
Well, we'll speak that into existence, bro. For real.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not bad, bro.
Like for real, like I've pretty much never really left Lubbock, bro.
Okay. Well,
That is sad. That's depressing as fuck. You know, and I have met other people that they're from a small little town and they had never left that little town in their whole lives. And I've been everywhere, bro. And it's like, and you got to understand, this is Lubbock, bro. I was coming from Disney World, from Orlando, Florida, where it rains every day, and Disney World goes out of the way putting flowers everywhere. I came here to the international airport. Yeah, exactly, international. I got my luggage, I go to the first door, and I was outside already. I was like, oh shit, I thought I went to the wrong door. I thought I was gonna get through with TSA and some shit like that. That's how tiny it is, bro. I'm used to LA, New York, Miami, Denver, Dallas, Atlanta, you name it. We gotta take a monorail,
well,
train,
you know what?
just to get out of the
I
fucking
gotta argue
airport.
with you on one thing. Miami Airport is probably by far the worst fucking airport in America. So I think Lubbock, as shitty as it is, still got a leg up on Miami's airport. But no, I get what you're saying.
So-called international airport. Jesus.
Nah, man. Let me be real, bro. I'm born and raised in Lubbock, bro. I grew up in East Lubbock. Y'all know I grew up homeless to a single mother, you know.
No,
so
yeah.
poor, bro. Yeah. Fucking I back in the day it was like segregated here. You know what I'm saying? You had the black side, the Mexican side, the white side. I grew up on the black side of town. And I never saw a white person until I was like 10 years old. So I thought they were just like movie stars and shit on TV because we never really went past university. You know, but like growing up in this little ass town and never leaving, bro, I got excited when I saw my first Indian person from like India and shit. I was like, oh, we got those shit.
You went to a 7-Eleven or what?
No, they were at Tech, bro. I was like, I was like, I'm about to rob his ass and shit. I'm like, hey, bro, I hate to do this, but it's nice to meet you, dog.
Can I get a picture?
Give me your money.
Hey, man, let me get a picture first.
Like, come on, docs. No, but like, and then like for real, like, so Morgan, I don't know if that motherfucker really is Jewish or not, but I told Morgan, he didn't believe me. I said, dog, if you really Jewish, you're the first Jewish motherfucker I ever met, or that I knew was Jewish. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm that fucking cold cow.
He has a
poke.
Jewish last name, but he's not Jewish at all.
All right, well then fuck it. I ain't never met a Jewish person.
That was the closest thing, I guess. But no, I gotta tell you, when I arrived to Lubbock, and again I come from Orlando, this place looked tiny, abandoned, dirty, sad, depressed.
Dang. Like a steak fucker.
They have signs. I swear to God, they have signs in the front yard with two little hands that say "Pray for rain." I'm fuck. What did I do moving over here? You see the tumbleweeds go shh. Son of a bitch. When I was raining pretty much like I say every day in Orlando, Florida. And I'm like, fuck, sorry, I wasn't too happy with love, I'll tell you the truth. A lot of people have asked me, so how come you end up in Lubbock? Because again, I travel a lot. And believe it or not, my grandfather was a big Mexican macho man. I don't know, you've seen El Mariachi or Desperado, Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
That's just an actor playing a character. My grandfather was the real deal. He was a guy who was always riding horses, very well dressed, very handsome, very tall. He used to have a beautiful voice, play the guitar, and sing beautifully. But for the same reason, he was a bit of a womanizer. Back in the days, that was kind of
Yeah,
like
it was
the deal.
acceptable. Yeah.
Exactly. So he had kids everywhere. So my grandma didn't like that. So they got divorced, which was taboo. We're talking about 1950, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And according to one of my aunts, my grandma went to El Paso shopping, and she met this guy. According to one of my aunts, was in church. According to one of my aunts, was in a bar. So I think he was in a bar. And so she hooked up with this this guy from this soldier, but this soldier used to drink a lot. So he got in trouble with someone with higher rank, and as a punishment, because he was in El Paso, they sent him to Lubbock, Texas.
Oh shit.
And just imagine how little was Lubbock, Texas in 1950, okay?
yeah.
That was a punishment, cabrón. So I always said, thanks to the soldier bad behavior, 3 generations from family end up in Lubbock, Texas. Why? Because my grandma moved here, then my aunt to be close to my grandma, my mom did the same thing to be close to my grandma. And then after traveling all over the place, I wanted to make up for lost time, so that's how come I ended up in Lubbock, Texas.
Thankfully, they went to the same church, bro.
Well, there wasn't that many churches, to tell you the truth.
I'm bullshitting.
There's only like 3 bars too, bro.
Can I just tell this little story real quick? It's
Go
just
ahead,
funny,
bro.
bro.
Go ahead.
So, like, I always wondered how we ended up here, like my family and shit. They were migrants, like, I guess my great-grandfather came from Mexico, came here, whatever, and then they would work the limpia, they call it, like the fields and shit. And then they came to Lubbock. And it's funny because I was talking to one of my cousins who, he's like in his mid-60s, right? And we were talking and shit, and he was like, yeah, man, when I was a kid, it was crazy. It was all different. Like you said, it was all different back then. He was like, so we worked for this white family, and we would do the fields and everything, but we were so happy because they gave us a house and all kinds of shit, like we could live in the house. The motherfucker later on tells me, he goes, it was the horse pen. I was like, what the fuck?
It wasn't a house, but it's where we live.
Yeah, we called it home.
It gave me a funny ass joke, bro, because I'm basically like, 4th generation American. I was like, how fucking bad was Mexico, bro? That when slavery was abolished, the Mexicanos were like, we'll take that fucking job, bro. So they all came here and took those jobs, bro.
We still got them jobs.
Allow me to explain why.
Please.
There's a reason behind that. This was close to the 1900s or whatever. In Mexico, if you bought land, whatever people was living in that land, it was kind of like they were kind of like cattle, to tell you the truth. You owned them. So now they work for you. Yeah, you pay them a little bit, whatever the fuck. They live right there in your land, so you pretty much do whatever you want with them. That was kind of almost your property, without being your property. So you pay them very little, and you treat them like shit. But once they find out that in the United States they get paid real and good money compared to what they were paying over there, so those were the first migrants.
God damn.
Damn.
A lot of them, they didn't speak Spanish. They spoke whatever dialects, Mayan dialects, or whatever they had in those towns. And those were the first migrants.
Fuck.
Fuck, dude, Mexico was.
That's how bad it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I always
It wasn't almost a slavery, but that was as close as it could be.
Shit, bro.
Now, I'm going to be performing at the country club this Saturday coming up, at the Gerald Harper Festival. And I'm not too crazy about it because it's the Hillcrest Country Club.
Yeah.
And they have these golf courses or whatever. And that's, as a Mexican, when I see that much grass, it's just like, that's too much work right there. You know what I'm saying? And I was wondering if Timothy Williams, which is another comedian which is black, does he feel the same way when he leaves the Lubbock and he saw this cotton field? Like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
You know what I mean? Like, he could be, bro.
You see all that grass and you see work.
Fucking work right there. I don't want to be near that shit, bro.
Bring me through the back door. Fuck this shit.
That's why I'm glad I got that German side. I'm like, entertainment.
Fucking A, man. God dang. Well, SanJuan, I don't know how you're gonna we reel it back, but is there something you want to accomplish or experience in life?
Probably. I mean, I've been all over the place, man. A lot of traveling, definitely, from the military and just vacations and shit. But probably, man, just honestly, at the end of the day, I just want to find peace. Just peace, man. And just peace, man. I don't know what it is. I really, really don't know what peace is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm always doing shit. Something's always happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just want peace.
Like you hate a phone ring.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like legit, you hate a phone ring.
And I just want peace, man. And that I know everybody's good, and I don't have to work, and just be at peace. They're satisfied.
That's beautiful, but it sucks in the same time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably be dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking wah wah.
Yeah. Man, everybody's sad.
That's
Way to
like
go.
shit, bro. Hey,
Way to go,
hey,
man.
dog, we
But you know
good.
what I mean? Because like I said, those are the greatest things I ever wanted to be, was a dad and a husband. I got it. I've seen the world, man. I mean, there's nothing really more than, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get
Just
it.
peace, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've just always happening in my head. Work, life. Just want peace. That's it, man. Just peace.
I guess I'm in the same boat. Legit.
Yeah.
It's different, but it's the same in the long run, because you already know, bro. I don't care to be wealthy. I don't. But, you know, like every fucking American, we're fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, you know? And what I want to accomplish in life is just to be debt free. Because being debt free means I don't have to fucking go wake up and say I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Legit. So if I'm not in debt and everything is paid off and I have what I have and I'm content, because I don't need to have the fancy house, but I want a nice house, and I have that. So I don't need to fucking be on a certain part of town to have my status fulfilled. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't need the fanciest car, but I want that note paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, in a way, I tie it back to you, because if I'm debt free, then I'm at peace, and I no longer have to just do the hustle and bustle to pay all these notes and to worry about these bills and to have, I don't know, but that's what I want to accomplish, is to be debt free in my fucking life.
I completely get it, but at the same time, I want you not to forget to be happy. At least every day, at least 1 hour, make sure you give to yourself to be happy. That keeps some sort of balance. You see
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? There's a lot of people who go through life, they say, okay, once I get a boyfriend, I'm going to be happy. Once I get married, I'm going to get happy. Once we pay the house, I'm going to be happy. Once I retire, I'm going to be happy. And you keep adding and adding and adding. All the stress and everything else is going to be there no matter what.
And then you're
We
never
discussed
happy.
that. Exactly. You never give yourself the time to be happy. So
I
be careful with that.
I want to add to that, bro, because I come on here and I always boast about my friends, my circle, and everybody that's in my life. I am very content in my life. I'm very happy in my life.
That's good.
You'll never hear me complain about shit, because I'm very happy, but I'm not truly happy. And for me to be truly happy, I get what you're saying. I totally understand what you're saying. Because I enjoy life. I really do. But at times, I'm like, this month I can enjoy life. I have to
The stress
hustle and
gets to you.
bustle.
I get it.
Yeah. But I not at all undermining what you've just said, but to add to what you're saying is, I am happy, but I'm not truly happy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You think we'll ever find out what makes us happy, though?
Well, there's a massage parlor over here, not too.
Happy endings.
yeah.
Well, then after it ends,
at least
it's
for
not happy no
that
more.
night. You see
I'm
what
not
saying?
sure, but I know that there was I've
I'm
heard.
just saying.
No, I've just heard. No bullshit. I've just heard through social media that there's a Ling Ling somewhere. And,
It's in Memphis and 22nd, right there on the corner.
God damn.
It's kind of like inside the medical district. It's very medicinal and stuff.
So-
I recommend it.
so, Rafa, let me ask you: how did you understand the hard way that you don't put your dick in that hole?
Uncle told me if you can smell it from all the way here, you just walk away, bro. You don't
No,
need that
I'm just
shit.
saying in the massage parlor, you said you learned the hard way that you didn't put your dick
Yeah,
in that
because
hole.
I thought that's what it was. I put my dick in there. It's like, nah, you gotta turn around. Now you put your face, but you put your dick. And I'm like, shit. Okay, let's do this. Fuck it.
Chingo,
True
man.
story, bro. True story.
So, man, before we go, I want to ask y'all guys, we've gotten real deep, but let's just, I don't know, man, different strokes, different folks. You are definitely a new dynamic to the show. So that being said, I want to know, in your lifetime, have you had any setbacks? And if you did have a setback, how did you redeem yourself, or even what did you learn from that?
That's a very good question. To tell you the truth, I consider myself very lucky. I have never had a setback where that I still can't even remember right now. Mm-hmm. The one thing that I learned when I was a teenager was never go after women.
Wow.
It was a setback. There was someone that I really liked, that I really loved. At that time, I was crazy about her, but she didn't like me. And I tried, and nothing happened. And then later on, a little later, I found out it's like, no, don't go after them. If a girl really likes you, she'll make sure she'll let you know. You see what I'm saying? Otherwise, you're just bothering somebody.
Yeah, you're not an option. You know what I mean?
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know? So I let them come to me. I don't go after them.
Wow.
It's a waste of time and energy, and that's one of the setbacks the only one that I can remember.
When you say you liked her and she didn't like you, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but it makes me think that.
Well, she had big chichis, so that's my kryptonite. So, yeah.
But not even that. Like, it makes me think that you have to thank God for unanswered prayers, because and you didn't say it, but I'm just thinking movies like the guy likes the girl so bad that he prays to God give me this girl, you know what I mean? And then that girl's not for you. She's bad news. She will fuck up your life. I'm just saying using your scenario, but that's what reminds me like thanking God for unanswered prayers, because He knows you're fucking. Yeah. He knows the path that
what
you
can
need
handle,
to be.
you cannot.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I completely with you. Yeah.
Wow, man. Yeah, for sure. I'll tell you what, man. I don't mean to hog the show, but I'll tell you my setback is everything that I worked so hard in my life to be a provider for. You know how they say it can be gone in an instant? 2 times that's happened in my life. 2 times my way of providing for my life and my family and my livelihood has been taken away in a blink of an eye. And it was the hardest. The first time it was taken away, it took 6 months to recover. And the second time it happened, it was 4 months to recover. But you don't know that when it's taken away from you. That first day when it's taken, you don't know how long it's going to take to recover. Mm-hmm. But, dude, me having everything taken away from me in the blink of an eye has taught me that everything that you think that you want and work so hard for, you don't even fucking need. You really don't need. It's everything that you want, that you're working for because you want it. You don't fucking need it. And what else it's, the other lesson that I've learned with that is the love that my wife has for me is unmatched by anything. Because if she wasn't a real one, she'd been like, motherfucker, you can't provide for me, I'm out. And no, it was like, how can I help you get back up? And both times, dude, you would think the second time she'd be like, motherfucker, we're not going through this again. We are not going through this again. And no, it was never a complaint from her. It was, yeah.
I assume it was not you fuck up. It's it was not like you start doing drugs again.
No,
you see what I'm saying?
So I can see that. It was something beyond my control.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If she can see that it's not your fault, it's just something destiny happens, and
yeah,
I can understand why. Okay, well that's cool. I like that.
It's crazy, but like prime lesson that I just want to speak out there and let other people know if you're going through it, whatever. But the shit that you want and you're working hard for, you don't even really need it. You don't need it. And I get it. You're working hard for it and you obtain it and you worked hard for it and you cherish it. I get it. But if it's taken away and there's no way to grab onto it or hold onto it, you didn't even fucking need it. I mean, as shitty as it is, like legit, as shitty as it sounds, I'm not even like trying to be funny or mean or whatever, but like the California fires, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody that's lost everything, they didn't even need that. And they've lost everything. Like, they have their health. They've woken up this morning, like we talked about. They woke up this morning. They still have their children. You can still build off of that.
Yeah.
As shitty as that is, you can still build off of that with everything taken away from you.
That's true. It is.
And I didn't mean to get so deep, but
No.
that's just my thought process behind, like, really and truly having everything taken away from me twice in my life.
But it also shows you how strong you are, how good of a character as a man you have, because it's not easy to go through that.
No,
And
it wouldn't.
you're able to
Bounce
step
back.
up to it and get
Yeah.
over that. So that's cool.
Yeah, it sucked, man. It really did. And
course.
I commend anyone to go through that. I really do. But, I mean, if it happened a third time, dude, I don't even know if I could survive that.
Nah, you
Because it was hard, man. It was fucking hard, dude.
Yeah.
And for the it must be nice.
Yeah.
But it's a test. It's a challenge. And you're able to get over that.
But
So
that's
cool.
why I, like, hate. Hate's a strong word.
Right, I'm talking about the
But I
kids.
fucking hate the people that are like, well, it must be nice, you know. My wife books 2 vacations this year.
Yeah.
And oh, that must be nice. Well, fuck, man, you have no clue what the fuck my past looks like.
Exactly.
None.
It's true.
It's crazy because what you learned is what I learned growing up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being homeless and shit. And then fucking when we would get a place, losing everything you owned. So I don't fucking care for possessions and shit. That taught me to not give a fuck about nothing. So I'm a minimalist, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't need shit. Other than, like you said, a little bit of keep warm or whatever, but other than that, I'm good, bro. I don't desire fucking fancy shit and all that.
Yeah.
I've had a lot. If you know me and you see me now, you'd be like, that motherfucker must have it easy. It must be nice to be someone, right? But, you know, I've had a lot of fucking setbacks, man. And I'll tell him all the time, like, I've had congestive heart failure, pulmonary embolism. I have a clotting disorder. I've been in and out of the hospitals. But I always tell him, I can't die. I can't die because I'm in God's favor, man. And I take everything that happens to me, I always laugh. Because I say, I got to laugh because I'll be crying.
Yeah.
But I take it, man. And I try to find the good shit in it and the humor in it. And I definitely I learned more shit from my failures and the bad shit that happened to me than anything good that's ever happened to me. You know what I mean? Because I learned, well, I can't do that shit again. And sometimes I got to do it one more time to make sure I shouldn't do that again.
Just a little bit.
Just double check.
Let me try it one more time.
One more time. But you know what I mean? And I still smile, man, and I still look out. I get enjoyment when I see my boys doing great, man. No matter what I'm going through, if I can help them, that's what I want to do. And it brings joy to me no matter what situation I'm in if I can help somebody else. Because I'm going to get through it. You know, I always tell, you know, like God, no matter what happens to me, I always feel like I'm God's favorite. And they'd be like, damn, man, this happened to you, and this is going to happen to you, and this. And I'm still here. I never thought I'd be traveling the world, and I did. I never thought I would have all the cars I've had and all this shit. But like you said, it doesn't mean nothing, right? It doesn't mean nothing. Because I always believe the most important thing is I have is God. God. And it might sound crazy or thinking I'm special, but I think God loves me, man. And he loves me where no matter what happens to me, I'm going to get through it. And I can't die. When I say that, I know eventually I have to die. Yeah. Right? But I'm like, there's got to be something here because all this shit happened to me, and I'm still fucking here smiling and laughing. And I got my boys here that when shit goes down, they're there. And I'm like, damn, man. You know, like, I'm good. And they're there. I don't have to say, hey, man, call them. And they're like, fuck. I had to call from a different number because they don't want to answer my number. You know what I mean? Kind of shit. You know, they're calling my wife and they're calling my phone to make sure, is he good? Is there anything we could do? Is there anything, you know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, that's a great feeling, man. So I'm blessed beyond any material shit I have. So nothing I faced in the past has bothered me, and nothing that I'm gonna face in the future will ever deter my belief and faith that I'm God's favorite. You know what I mean? And there's nothing I can't do or learn from or benefit from, you know what I mean, and all the stuff that I'll go through. So I don't take anything. I don't ever truly believe that I had any kind of setbacks, regardless how much I lost. Every time I lost, I came back with more. You know what I mean? I lost all this, but then God blessed me with so much more. Yeah. And like there's the old saying says, there's like when you lose women or stuff, God heard conversations that you didn't hear and know shit that you didn't know. You know what I mean? And sometimes you don't want to let go of that woman or that friendship or that toxic family member. And so God has to do something to make you let go, right? Because you won't do it on your own. So he's like, man, I'm going to have to give you a little setback so you understand that wasn't healthy for you, man. Hell yeah. So it took me a long time to learn that. So anything that bad happens to me, I don't see it as so much bad. It sucks. Yeah. I'm like, fuck. But you know what? It could have been worse or... You know, and I'll make a joke about it, and I'm like, because I always know I always bounce back. I always, no matter what, you can strip me from everything, and I'll come back better. Might not have the same shit, but I am going to be wiser, and my faith grows stronger. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah,
that's me on the
dude.
place.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
You see, when I was a teenager, I felt something like that because I used to be a rock climber. I used to do stupid things, ride motorcycles, get out of bulls, horses, or whatever. And I fell down. I did all kinds of stupid things. And I just dust myself and not even broke one bone in my whole life. Not even that. So I felt that I was invincible, that I was God's chosen one, that nothing could ever happen, that I wasn't destructible. I got stabbed. I got in many fights. They've been shot me in 3 different countries. And I thought I was invincible, bro. Until I got to LA, I felt alone, lonely, vulnerable. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm just another John Doe, bro. It's just, I can die tomorrow and, you know, wake up in a ditch and nobody will know what happened or nothing. That kind of changed
your thing on it?
My view on it. But at the beginning, I was just stupid. I was doing all kinds of stupid things, thinking that I'm the chosen one, I'm God's, favorite, and nothing ever going to happen to me. And that kind of changed my attitude.
But can I ask you why though? Like why LA? Like.
Well, to begin, I went to
because you felt sad. You felt that fucking.
I didn't know anybody in LA. I'd ride all by myself. Whenever I was somewhere else, I'm very good, very lucky at making friends. I'm kind of popular. People kind of like me. So I always felt back. I had girlfriends that used to support me and pay whatever. So I felt very comfortable and very loved and very supported. But when you're all alone by yourself in the middle of no fucking word, not knowing anything, not even able to communicate, I didn't speak English at all. So I felt very, very vulnerable, very alone, very lonely, and it changed my whole attitude.
Wow.
That's why.
Yeah, I think the quality that we probably all have, and I just recently came to this conclusion with myself, is we don't give the fuck up. Yeah. We don't give up. And like I used to say, like, you can beat me, you can batter me, you can bruise me, but you're never going to defeat me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And like, look, like I said, not to keep talking about my shit, but like I grew up fucking homeless, you know what I'm saying? I grew up poor, I grew up in the fucking hood, like I wasn't supposed to be where the fuck I'm at now. Yeah. And then I'm dyslexic, bro. I can't read, I can't write, I can't fucking do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I always was like, well, what the fuck am I good at? You know how they're always like, well, what are you good at? Find something. I could never find anything. Mm-hmm. And then finally, like I said, I put it on Facebook not that long ago. I was like, you know what the fuck I'm good at? I'm good at never giving the fuck up. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm good at. I may not be able to do anything else, but I'm not gonna give the fuck up, bro. And like you said, I lost shit, but I didn't stop. I was like, fuck it, let me just start over, let me go. You know what I'm saying? When I became a single father, I was scared as fuck, bro. Like I said, I can't read, I can't do none of that shit. But I was like, I can't give up. And then, like you said, bro, you know, it took me a long time to like really come to faith. But like I eventually came to faith, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, you can't defeat us if we've got God on our side, bro. Yeah. But we're gonna be the ones that get fucked with the most because the devil wants to take us away from him.
Oh, for sure.
And so that's why we go through so much bullshit.
And I think that once you are in a certain position, like you are now, right? Mm-hmm. You are right on the verge, in my opinion, of, you know, in your old way mentality and your new way mentality, right? That's when you're on the fence right now. That's when it's the devil's time to fucking fuck with you and make you say, hey, no, don't jump over there yet. Yeah. Come here, let me show you. Like, and that's when you've got to fight and pray your hardest to like, motherfucker, leave me alone because I'm destined for this shit. This is God's will. Mm-hmm. And dude, bro, I can't fucking express the joy. And it may turn into nothing, it may be nothing, but the joy in reading your text and saying, hey man, I'm gonna fucking be in a movie. Like, it was awesome, man. It was truly God's work. And I immediately prayed, and my wife was next to me. She's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Because I mean, you know what I mean? She's not in my business, but then we're joking, and then all of a sudden I'm crying, and I'm like, God is great, God is great. She's like, what? I'm not lying, bro. Bro, a lot of myself, and I know you joke that, hey, we're twins, but a lot of my old me, I see in you. But I know that the future, if you just change your mindset, bro, if you just fucking know that the future is bright and you wake up every day and fucking just focus on the positive rather than the negative, bro, you are going to succeed like a motherfucker, man. Yeah. You are.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm. And then I want to get this dude on. That's what I want out of this comedy.
I'll open for you. Don't worry about it.
No. The other way. I want this comedy to let me get y'all in the door.
Let me tell you something before I forget. When you mentioned you being a father for the first time, it's something that I can identify with you because you feel vulnerable. You feel all these things. You're scared, basically. Yeah. Now it's your responsibility. You got your baby in your hands. And I remember having my son in my hands, and I always wanted to have a son. And I'm looking at him, and I'm realizing, well, shit, I'm responsible for him, for his life, for everything. And I'm nervous as shit. And it's like if almost God, through him, because my son reached out and he caressed my cheek and he went like this. It's almost like if what God was telling me, you're right, you're going to be a good dad. And I felt that I got choked out right there. Shit. Well, that's something that I can tell I'll never forget that.
Hell yeah.
Are you and your boy tight?
Yeah.
And how old is he now?
He's 30 years old.
Bro.
Good kid.
You still have your dad, right? But to get to 30 years old and still have your dad, that's a fucking blessing, man. Truly a blessing.
And he thinks I'm the coolest motherfucker ever, which
because
I work on it. I work on it.
But I'll tell you what, man. And I'll stop sucking your dick here in a little bit. But
it's my turn. Okay.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, Rafa, man. From day one, when I wanted Ish on the podcast because he's local comedy, I saw him. I thought he was hilarious. From day one, before he even came on the podcast, he was already like trying to have me have you on.
Okay, that's cool.
And I'm telling you that because that's a good man right there, man.
Oh yeah, I knew it right. We connect right away since the beginning. I knew he'll.
Like he didn't even care to come on. He wanted me to have you on first. You know that's a great man right there. And I just wish he would fucking believe that.
I'm getting there, bro. I'm getting there.
And on the way here, I was telling SanJuan about that, man. I'm like, this dude is a fucking badass cat, man. And I just hope one day you'll fucking see what I see in you.
You said you were gonna wear little shorts, but
I mean, he didn't tell me, bro. I would have worn my hoochie mama
I was
shorts.
disappointed. That's what I'm looking at. I was like, when is he gonna put them on? Like,
Well, you know, during Rafa said, I thought you were gonna be the backup dancer.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool as fuck.
Yeah, been twerking.
So I see you, baby, shaking that ass.
but he didn't put the right song on. He didn't put the right song on. That's what happened.
Put on pony by Jiggy Mama.
Rafa, I always ask every comedian, man, do you have a favorite comedian?
Richard Pryor, there was one that really left, and Andy Kaufman also.
Oh, wow, for real?
Yes,
Yeah.
I got to see George Carlin back in the days in Vegas also. But those two guys, Richard Pryor and Andy Kaufman.
So I don't know much about Andy Kaufman other than what I know from what I seen him when I was a kid, right? But like his actual comedy was the actual stand-up? Because,
Not really.
Okay.
He was in his own universe.
yeah, that's what I seen
That's
in,
the
in
genius
his
of
movie.
it. That's the
Yeah.
genius of it. I got a little bit part of it, to tell you the truth. Because I identify a lot with him because my stuff is not really stand-up. And you know that my stuff is more like a storytelling. I have a bunch of different outfits. I use props. I use music in the background. I'm acting a scene. To me, it's not about making you laugh every 5-10 seconds like over stand-up comedians. To
Yeah.
me, is I want to take you on a roller coaster of emotions. Okay, I want to have you at the edge of your seat. I want to be able to manipulate your imagination. I want you to be on my shoes as I'm telling the story. That to me is joy, gives me a lot of joy. And it's also, I feel very powerful when I'm able to control and I see the audience there like this. Like, oh my God. You know what I mean? That's what I enjoy the most. And Andy Kaufman used to do this crazy stuff that you didn't know where he was going with that shit. And that's why I identify a lot with him.
That's badass, man.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know now, like I say it all the time, but my favorite comedian is a storyteller comedian, and it's Joey Coco Diaz.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, the master. I mean, but then again, the life he had, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the raspy voice and all that shit, and all the Cuban, Italian, New York bullshit that he brings on.
let's
It's
just,
fucking amazing.
you
I
know,
love the motherfucker.
You know, you can dissect it. You know, just like what you're saying. Like your comedy is a storytell, but like with him, he's like telling a real story about
Yes,
how
natural.
a tranny whooped his ass. Like gave him the greatest ass whooping because he tried to rob a tranny and he whooped his ass, and it's hilarious. But it's a real story, you know. Like it's fucking crazy.
I have a story, if you want. Like you mentioned, you want me to do a second set.
Yeah, yeah.
I can still do that if you wish to.
I
do so.
would love that, man. Yeah,
Okay, well, let me know when you're ready.
yeah, for sure,
Because
man.
now you remind me of that.
Okay. Yeah, for sure, man. But so I come on the show. Everyone comes on the show, and I always ask like, do you have any shout outs? And every time it's the same, you know, my wife, my kid, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, it gets repetitive. So rather than asking shout outs, right, I end the show now with a final thought. Do you have a final thought?
Well, like I mentioned before, everything in life, there's something that I taught my son. Everything in life has a price. Don't go blind without knowing what the price is. If you're willing to pay for the price, go for it. If not, don't fucking do it. If you do something that has a price, if you don't do nothing, it also has a price. So be aware of the price and be willing to pay for it.
Yeah, because that's what we talked about off in the break, you know. Dude, I don't know. Maybe I can chalk it up to just, you know, the trials and tribulations of your life, but we got deep in just knowing you fucking in 3 hours. And I think you are a pretty awesome, unique individual, man.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
for
I
real,
appreciate
man.
it.
Like legit. And I didn't want to get into that and act like we're ending the show, but I just really was so intrigued into what your final thought would have been. And before we go and before I ask y'all final thought, but I want to ask y'all and you, SanJuan, do you sacrifice your happiness on a daily basis or a constant basis? Do you sacrifice your happiness at all for anything?
Yeah, just for my family's happiness. I'm not worried about me being happy right now.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
you know, my shit could wait. You know what I mean? I'm just worried about them. Like I said, it's the same shit, man. It's just it's them. As long as they're good, I don't care if I have to work all day. I don't care what I have to do. As long as they're good, I don't care.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I'm happy. But anyway, though, who would care?
But that's the thing, though, is I think that that's a true man. Going back to the very first question, is like a true man's gonna sacrifice their happiness, man. You constantly think, and I know you said it like, you know, you didn't have a dad, right?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, man. My dad, what I remember about him is being grumpy. Like, he would come home every fucking day pissed. Hey, take off my shoes. Hey, change that channel. I don't want to see that shit. That type of shit, right? But then I always thought, like, man, this dude sucks. Like, he sucks, right? But then I grow up and then I turn into him. And I'm like, I get it. Every fucking day is just a constant battle for a sacrifice for your happiness. And it's just like, man, now that I understand it, I should have gave him some leeway. Now I'm like, I mean, he wasn't grumpy. He was just providing for us.
Yeah.
That's how I see it, man. Because every day for me is not a sacrifice, but it's not what I want to do, you know?
Yeah.
It's a sacrifice, though. If you think about it, because you're doing something. I mean, no matter what your job is, you go. Most people go to a shitty ass fucking job they can't fucking stand, and don't fucking quit because they got responsibilities.
Yeah.
They have a family they have to take care of, so they get up, go to this shitty ass job, and fucking do it for 8, 10, 12 hours, and then come home. You know what I mean? And then hear most of the time, not all the time, but hear bitching and complaining when you get home.
Yeah.
And so you're like, fuck, man. But your love for them.
Why are you following her?
Ah, damn.
I just worked 12 hours. I come home, you fucking ask me why I'm following her.
Restaurant, call me, please. What the fuck? But you get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Like, but your love for your family is greater than that. So you sacrifice. You're like, no, I love them more, so I'm going to go to this shitty ass job.
Yeah.
Listen to these people talk shit all fucking day, knowing that you know more than half the fucking people there. But it's your job, you know what I mean? So you sacrifice, because, I mean, a lot of us wish we could just be fishing or fucking asleep, you know, kicking back, doing something else. But you know you have a family and responsibilities that you got to do. So it's not that my happiness is them, but I'm willing to sacrifice what I really want to do. You know, because no matter, like I said, I love owning my own shit and doing my own shit. But, like, sometimes, man, like, some of these people, I just like, man, fuck them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck how much you pay me to do this. Fuck you and this job. I just want to go home. You know what I mean? And be with my kids.
Yeah.
But I know having a family comes with responsibilities, and I have to fucking suck it up. Watch what I say, because sometimes I'm like, what the fuck you? I'm out. You know what I mean? But I know I can't. And they're like, well, you own the business, man. You could just, I can't. I still work for somebody. Even though I own the business, I still have to make the customers at the restaurant happy. I still own the construction. I still got to make the homeowners happy. I work for them. You know what I mean? And I got to hear all their bitching and complaining, and it's too loud. Well, fuck, it's power tools. I don't know what else it smells like paint. It's because we're painting. I don't fucking know what else to tell you.
I can't breathe it all up until you get like.
I'll have the big guy walk with a bag, try to catch the fumes. I don't fucking know what to say. You know what I mean? I want to walk away, but I can't, because my love for them is worth more to me than my happiness to me at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I say. I want to find peace. And when peace will be my happiness, when she's off married and my son's off married and I know they're okay, and me and the wife are fucking old as fuck probably, and I got my bag of Viagra, my oysters, you know what I mean?
My aphrodisiac.
My blue chew. You know what I mean? And it's just me and her. And that's the only person I have to worry about is being with her. We're not going to love each other every day.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to like her every day. She probably want to punch me a few times, you know, but that's love, because there's that commitment. That's when I want to find my peace. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah, man.
Man, I feel you on that
That's
shit.
it.
I'm right there with you like that, bro. Like with me, I made like one of the things I always talk about is like, you know, I want to travel, I want to see the world. I'd love to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But financially, I'll fucking probably never be able to. You know?
No, you will.
But
You will.
Oh, okay, but my bad. But like with my kids, bro, I'm gonna set them up to where I may not reach the promised land, but my kids will, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna see the fucking world. They're gonna get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You see, that's your sacrifice. Your happiness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna do everything you can so that they can
Yeah.
see. You know what I mean?
but that would ultimately be like you said.
yeah, your
There's my
peace,
motherfucking
yeah.
happiness, bro.
Well, you see, I was very lucky because my dad wasn't the best dad either. But I didn't want to be like him. I didn't want to become like him. So I made myself a cool dad, and my kid loved me. Now, when you're talking about jobs that you hate or whatever, I love my job. I work as an interpreter and a translator, and I help people. I went through that because when I came to the United States, I didn't speak English.
But you always
So-
loved your jobs? Every job?
Yeah, for them. I worked for Disney World as an undercover security for more than 11 years.
But your youth? In your youth? When you were young?
Yeah, I used to be a salesman before. I used to have customers from all over. Yeah, I have always been very
Badass.
lucky.
Fuck yeah.
I did roofing a couple of months. I hated that. I can tell you that much. but you know what I mean. I did it for a few months. But I've been very lucky that I love my job, and I help a lot of people. And when they see me, it's like, oh, finally somebody that understands me. You know what I mean? I'm like the superhero right there. You know what I mean? So in that sense, I've been very, very lucky. Sacrifice, I don't really feel it. And yeah, we do sacrifice a little, but to tell you the truth, when somebody asks you for something, you're the lucky one. Consider yourself lucky because you're the one who's able to help. Being on the other side of that coin, being the one who has to ask for help, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Damn.
Fucking deep.
God dang it, Rafa.
That's what he brought me, bro.
The man, the myth, the legend, baby.
Yeah, man. Man, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, it's a sacrifice for me. I mean, because it's not some shit that I want to do, but for me, it's not that much of a sacrifice. But yeah, it's still a sacrifice. To be debt free and to tell the world fuck you, and you know, I don't know if I'll ever experience that, but that's the goal. And whatever. Just being a fucking man is fucking hard. It is, man. And you want to come in here and say like, this motherfucker, you know, I don't like him. He's dating my daughter, whatever. Or, you know, for whatever fucking reason, you're still not understanding whatever the fucking thing that kid's going through. We don't give a fuck. Fuck him, you know? And that's still hard on a man.
Yeah.
You know, that's still hard on him as a man. Mm-hmm. You know, he's a young man, but he's still fucking a man. It's just a cold world for a man. It really is.
Try to look at it from a different perspective. Your daughter, she's lucky that you find a guy that they like each other, they love each other, and they have a great time together. There's a reason why they're together, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Try to picture yourself in a different situation. When you have an ugly daughter. She's ugly as
I
fuck.
can't get rid of her.
She's ugly as fuck. And her breath stinks, and she farts all the time. And her hair is a mess.
And she's
It's
a
an
torta.
eye cross, and he uses sign language because she's mute and shit. And he's now his hands are shaking, so now he's got the, you know what I mean? Now you people can picture yourself like that, cabron. How sad that fucking is.
I'd be happy. In-house babysitters.
I gotta read the humor. I gotta read the humor, cabron, because you guys are getting too sad. Am I right? And being an ugly girl sucks, bro. And I never been an ugly girl, but that shit has to suck like a motherfucker.
Man.
You want to suck dick for free or something, but nothing's coming at you, bro. Just imagine that, bro. Shit, hell no.
Out of all the places you live, Rafa, what's your favorite place?
I live in Puerto Vallarta for a little bit. My dad was rebuilding at a hotel, and I spent like about 6 months over there, and I really loved it.
Oh, yeah? How old were you?
I was 14, 15, somewhere around there.
Nice. Yeah. So you didn't have no responsibility, just...
Well, I was everybody's helper. I was the helper of the carpenter, helper of the electrician. My dad was doing all kinds of projects to try to renovate this hotel.
How many women did you
and-
help, though?
Bro, that's when I lost my virginity. At the back of the roller skating ring, there was this girl who was 17. I was just 14, but I was a total Mexican. I was being told.
You were
And-
17 too?
Yeah, and she went down on me behind the skating ring. But she looked at me. She said, let me know when you're about to come, okay?" And I'm like, and I wasn't gonna let this girl ruin the magical moment. And I told her, "Don't you know that if you swallow, your cheeks gonna get bigger?" And this is a long time ago, so there was no Google, no Wikipedia, none of that bullshit. And everything's circle was just hush hush. You see what I'm saying? So she believed me, and then I became a genius because I told her, "But it has to be every day for 3 months." And she's like, 3 months? Yeah, fuck it. So every day, I was like John fucking Travolta, walking to the fucking skating ring every day to get my daily BJ, bro. But one day I fucked up because I went to see Rocky 1, Rocky 2, I don't remember, with my homeboys. And she was really pissed off. She's like, "Where were you just?" Because there was no cell phone back in the day. "Where were you just? You ain't going to ruin this for me." And I said, "Don't worry, mamacita. I had a family emergency. We're going to double the dosage from that. So now I'm going to 2 biggest a night, cabrón. Okay? I was a fucking genius. But after 3 months, it was December. It was September when we started. It was December.
Did she tell your dick, "Get up, you son of a
And
bitch"?
no, there was no change.
Mickey loves you.
She was looking for me, and she discovered that I was at a Christmas party and shit like that. Somebody told her, and she came out with a knife. Her name was Linda. And she would, "Look at my cheeks." I was with a couple of homeboys, and then, "Look at my cheeks." Look, and then my guys were like, "This girl really wants to show you her cheeks. What the fuck is going on?" They didn't understand. "You see any change?" And I told her, "Don't worry." I became kind of like the YouTube kid, you know. Linda, listen to me, Linda. Linda, hold on one second. I seen this before. Don't worry about it. I got a couple of homeboys. Give me 3 more months, and we're gonna fix this. And yeah, it worked. I don't know if it was a placebo or whatever, or we got her pregnant, but her cheeks got bigger, bro.
Oh, shit.
I just want to tell you that.
So ladies, suck dick for 3 months and swallow every day. Your chichis get big.
God.
Thanks,
Mira,
Rafa.
mira, mira. It works.
You know what I've been doing.
Oh, shit, dude.
Oh, man.
Fuck. Ish,
No,
man.
look, they still move though. Kind of.
Thanks, bro. Thank you for coming, man. Thank you for making the time for me. You got a final thought?
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get deep. No. No, it's a crazy fucking world, man. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people don't know what's going on, blah, 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 all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But just have faith. Love each other is the best thing we can fucking do, because at the end of the day, maybe there's a God, maybe there's not, but what we do know is we're all on this fucking rock together. So you can either choose to be a nice person or a bad person. Be a fucking nice person.
Yeah, for sure. I hate that being a nice person, legit, I hate that being a nice person means you're soft. Quote unquote. Like, what I mean by that is, I lived in Boston, right?
Okay.
I come up from the mentality of Texas. You hold the fucking door for someone behind you to come in, right? The very first day landed in Boston, I go pick up some snuff from the convenience store, and I'm holding the door open for someone, and that motherfucker told me, "I can open my own fucking door, motherfucker." You know, that type of shit. Being a nice guy means you're soft, and it's not. It's just, I choose to be nice. Like, I choose to love everyone. I'm not soft. I'll whoop your fucking ass in a heartbeat if I had to, but I don't want to. You know, that type of shit. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. That's beautiful, for sure. SanJuan, you got a fucking final thought?
It probably ain't gonna make any sense to anybody, but just that I pray that God has touches these, not sexual, but touches these judges that are making these decisions on a lot of these guys that are coming up into their courtrooms, and that they have mercy and grace, man, and really see each case an individual as they go up as an individual.
And not a prophet.
Yeah, not a prophet or a blanket, just another person, another person. Because they are holding somebody's life and what's going to happen to them. And just for them to God have their hands over them, whether make those decisions, and that's it. Just to be with them when they make these life-changing decisions for these people, regardless of what their crimes are. I mean, there's certain things I understand, but there's people that are good people and don't deserve the max or deserve a lot of things. You know what
But
I mean?
let's be honest, bro. They're getting the max because people are profiting off of them.
I mean, most prison, especially in the federal system, is privately owned.
Yeah.
So it's a money thing. I know in the Lubbock County Jail, each federal inmate gets the jail there gets $5,000 per federal inmate. It takes 8 cents to feed them per meal. So they're looking at 24 cents to feed them.
One day.
For 1 day.
And they're getting $5,000 a day.
$5,000. So it is a profit thing. And like I said, there is some bad people that deserve some time. But there's also a lot of people that can't afford a lawyer. And if the justice system was about justice, a lot of people wouldn't be in jail. It's about money. So if you have money to pay for big lawyers and a good defense, you could do anything you want in America.
Exactly, for
You
sure.
know what I mean? So that's why I say I pray that God gets into these judges' hearts when they're, especially in the federal system, because regardless of what your crime is, the judge has the decision to give you any amount of time they want to give you. And so I know people who get maxed out at 20 years, 40 years on the same guy who got 5 years and 3 years for the same crime. I hate to say it's a race thing. A lot of times that falls into factor with that, but it's a money thing. Definitely
It's a money grab.
fucking money thing, man. So I hope that, we got a lot of new judges now here in the federal system here in Lubbock. So that's a good thing. I heard this judge actually reads the letters and learns about the case before. They used to have another guy, I forget his name, but they used to call him the max because he maxed you out. If you're facing 10 to 20, you got 20. If you were facing 40 at the max, you were getting 40. So he didn't care. Hopefully, they said this one's different. So I pray that nobody goes there. But if you do, I pray that God helps that judge give you a fair and decision on it.
It's rare that I do a final thought. I just leave it to y'all guys and then I close the show. But we got so fucking deep, man, that my final thought, man, is be aggressive in your wants and your wills. You got to be aggressive in your want to be better or do better. You got to be aggressive in your will to fucking drop that phone and fucking be aggressive into knowing what you need to fucking do and do it. Because no one's going to fucking help you succeed. It's up to you, to be the architect of your fucking destiny. Like, you got to be so aggressive and in the want to survive and to succeed and whatever the fuck you want to do. Do it, man. Do it. I mean, I can guarantee you, I always tell my son, my niece, I tell them this shit, like, hey, do this, and then they're like, oh, and I get home and none of that's done. And I was like, motherfucker, if I fucking told you that if you did all that at the end of the fucking day, I'd give you $1 million, you would have fucking done it. Right? But then it takes that reward to, well, everything in life is a reward. Fucking put all your effort, put all your all your it into doing it, and you'll succeed. I don't know, man. That's just what came to my mind in this whole fucking episode. But the people that fuck with me, I fuck with them, man. Shout out Cuevas Drive-In. Shout out fucking Bubba and Brie Grilled Cheese. Polar Opposites Podcast. Shout out Rattlesnake Roy. Shout out fucking D-Lights Lubbock. And if I forgot somebody, I'm sorry. But, man, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And shout out my sponsors, man. I fucking love Tigre Burrito. I love fucking Patriot Painting Construction and RL Creations. Without all three of them fuckers, I'm nobody. But we're going to fucking do something special. We're going to fucking take a break. And Rafa's going to fucking close out the show. This is the first time we've never done this. And I'm fucking so happy, man. So happy to close out the show with Rafa's comedy. So we'll come right back and Rafa's going to close out the show. All right, we're going to close out the show. Mr. Rafa, I've got nothing but gratitude to this man. He came in, made the show fucking deep. I hope it resonates with a bunch of motherfuckers, especially all you men out there that listen to this. No disrespect to the female listeners, but my dude came in here. I've just met him for a couple fucking hours, and I hope to be first of many for his podcast appearance. But I want to offer my gratitude and just everything for the show. Thank you. I'm going to let him close out the show. So I'll let you have it. All you guys still listening, introducing you to Mr. Rafa.
Thank you, my friend. Let's see if we can do this here tonight. Let's see. Tonight's such a special and beautiful night. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling romantic. Maybe I'm just horny. I don't know, because I get these two feelings confused all the time. When I'm horny, I get romantic. And when I'm romantic, I get very horny. This happened a long time ago in a city far away. It was actually Sin City, also known as Las Vegas. That particular night, I was staying at the Bally's Resort and Casino. And that night I was feeling good. I was looking good. I was feeling lucky. And I was ready to go out and have the best time of my life. So as I was putting my best suit, as I was fixing my cufflinks, I pressed the button on the elevator. The elevator doors open, and there she was. One of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. She was with long, luscious hair, beautiful smile, deep eyes, and those lips. How can I forget about those lips? She took my breath away. She looked at me, I looked at her, and she said, "Hi." Wait. I tried to be cool, and I said, "Hello." She looked at me up and down, and then she asked me, "Where are you going looking so handsome?" I tried to be cool, and I said, "With you, anywhere." Ow! Fuck yeah. You didn't ask me those questions, girl. You want to get pregnant or what? I'm Mexican. God damn it. Then automatically and by instinct, I was looking for my wallet and thinking, when is the close ATM? You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, you don't need a paper trail, and some of them they only take cash. You know what I'm saying? And the problem with that is she noticed my reaction and she says, "Don't be silly. You don't need your wallet with me." I never heard anything more romantic in my life. I was like, I almost fell in love right there, bro. The elevator went all the way down. The doors open. And she reached out with her left hand, placing it on my right thigh and holding me back, preventing me from taking a step. Then I thought she was going to grab my dick, but she didn't. She grabbed my belt buckle, spun me around. She looked me directly into the eyes. And she said to me, "Would you like to check the view from my penthouse?" As she took her penthouse key out of her bra and put it in the elevator slot. I swallowed some saliva, got a little nervous to tell you the truth, but I said, "Okay." She took me to this beautiful penthouse in the last floor. And it was beautiful. I mean, chandeliers, fireplace, flowers everywhere. Beautiful balcony with the best view of Las Vegas. And she put on this song. And first of all, when I saw the place, I got emotional because I'm like, oh my God, is this it? Is this the girl of my dreams? You know what I mean? Is she the mother of my 5 kids? And she's the one who's gonna buy me my house, my black Suburban, and my PlayStation 5, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got very emotional. And then I was telling myself, don't take off your clothes right away. You just. And then she put on this song. We started slow dancing, and as we slow dancing, we're kissing each other, and we're caressing our bodies, and my legs start to shake like a son of a bitch, and she put her hand between my chest and she said, "Calm down, baby, calm down." She was so nice to me. Then she took me to the bar. We opened a bottle of champagne and we toasted. After I calmed down a little bit, she took me by the hand and she took me to her bedroom. That's where we lay down on the bed. And that was awesome. We continued caressing our bodies with passion, a crazy frenzy. And I started squeezing her breasts and her sucking on her chichis, and then I started kissing her face, her cheeks, her lips, and then I did this old school move when you start sucking on her earlobe, bro. That's when she arched her back and she started to moan. That's when I got very excited and I started kissing her neck. And then I went to the other side, and when I went to one side of the neck, the other one, that's when I discovered one of the cutest Adam's apple I ever seen in my life. Yeah, bro, it's one of those moments that it's decision time, you know what I'm saying? I mean, in one hand, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I was very horny at that particular time. My dick was hard as a rock, and my dick was not gonna suck itself. I tried when I was skinny, I couldn't even reach, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know how it is, you know, you have your angel on your shoulder and your devil on the other shoulder, and my little angel saying, Rafa, this is Vegas, but this is not gonna stay in Vegas, cabron. And my dad was like, because my dad was the son of a bitch, he wants to get me in trouble. He's like, how big is her dick? No, because if he's bigger than mine, I'm out of there right away, right? But if he's not that big, you can always pretend it's a big clit, you know what I'm saying? And my angel is like, no, Rafa, don't fucking do it. It's 7 years of bad luck, cabron. And my dad, well, it's just a midway. 7 years go flying away. Look at her beautiful neck, her dress, her beautiful lips. Everything is perfect. And my angel, yeah, except for that extra dick, cabron. And I'm not going to tell you what I did that night because it's none of your fucking business. But that's how I met Miguel. And I'm not proud of it. No, I'm not proud of it. But it was one of the most romantic nights of my life. Thank you. Good night.
Oh, motherfuckers. Read some books!